to bring up Mr. J. Unfortunately, Mr. J and we have parted ways. Puddin' and I are no more. I'm now running with this broad Ivy. She's hot stuff. She lets me call her mommy in bed.
Stay up my DMs if you don't remember this.
The most useless Wi-Fi device ever. This was less fun and more aerobics. I swear we only bought this because it's a goddamn bazooka. The greatest memory device ever created. Calling plays on this instead of looking at the screen in NFL 2K, chef kiss. The most bullshit money grab product ever. Yo, I spent so much money on AA batteries for this for like only 14 seconds of gameplay. Before the Dreamcast, Sega just kept adding shit to the original Genesis and hoping we just didn't notice it was the same graphics. Pokemon battles used to require a wire. Yup. When you got tired of trying to play your Game Boy in the streetlight as you were riding in the car, you got this Decepticon. One of the most epic video game accessories ever created, and it hardly ever worked. And I don't give a fuck because I'm an adult and I still want one.
Bitch, a roach don't stand a chance in the corner, bitch. Big, motherfucker, you. Oh, bitch, I'm tipping tonight. I'm tipping tonight.
Okay. Respectfully, keep this in mind. Respectfully, okay? One more. Respectfully, I'm trying to see your titties.
Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes.
Warning. This is a global blackout. Testing the left speaker. Left. Testing the right speaker. Right. Surround successfully recovered. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for...
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me, the HNIC.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy King Kurt live, and we are at it again on another Wednesday night. We got one hell of a show for y'all tonight. There will be blood. Oh, why you pick your head up when I said that? You picked your head up like,
Listen.
yeah.
Listen, I don't know if you can see this shirt, right? Because I thought about wearing the HNIC shirt, the council versus cancel, because I came here to talk some sense, right? But the more that you spoke before we got started, I went ahead and changed
up
to all the black characters from DC and Marvel. Damn, I'm drinking this is hitting me already. All right, so here we go. You know, what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
Look. Before we do the first strike, let me just say, whatever happens in this show, it's all love. I'm here to crush your heroes, your ambitions, and to do to the utmost of my ability to show my superiority in comic book knowledge as well as geekdom as a whole. And it's got nothing to do with gender or anything, because I plan to fuck everybody up equally.
Let me maximize this screen real quick. I can see your poker. All right.
Oh, man. You wait a minute, Chris. You know how Goku be riling people up before the fight because he know he about to get a good one? Yeah, it's about to be a good one, y'all.
We're gonna see.
Listen, look. I'm so excited for this because we've been waiting for Doctor Strange 2 because Kevin Feige basically touted this as the crux, the new. What you about to say, Demetrius? I saw you put your head up.
No, I'm listening.
He touted this as the new Iron Man 1. This was supposed to be the lead-in to the new phase, and Spider-Man was supposed to close out the last one, or at least be a bridge between the two.
Okay.
So, for this, we had very high expectations. There was all kinds of fan theories. Tom Cruise was in this at one point. We had T'Challa's twin baby cousin was going to reprise the role and come back. We had Superior Iron. We had a whole bunch of theories. You thought we was going to see Kang in this movie. I'm telling you now, if you haven't seen Doctor Strange 2, get the fuck out the building, because it's going to be a spoiler-rific show. But before we even get into the meat and potatoes of this blurred battle massacre, let me introduce my wonderful panel. First and foremost, allow me the opportunity to introduce one of the dopest women that I know on the nerd culture scene, covering all things geeky and comic book. And I honestly am excited to have her on here because she's coming in defense of my counterpoint. And I love that. I love that energy when you're like, no, you wrong. And I'd be like, well, then come on the show and tell me I'm wrong. I got you. I love that energy. And she says that she's the superior. So I got high hopes. See, talk to him. Introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me on. My name is C the Superior, and I'm here to defend my client, Wanda Maximoff. She's being accused of being a Karen, unjustly so, and I will not have it all.
I will not have it. I will not have it.
No.
Lord in heaven. Lord in heaven. What are we going to do?
Happy to be here. You can follow me on Instagram at C the Superior.
So you know her daddy's a terrorist, right?
Her daddy is a civil rights.
You know what? I'm not doing this yet.
Her daddy is an activist.
Thank
you.
Boy.
Okay,
Man,
all right.
Can we stick to the MCU?
I knew he was going to say that. No, I'm bouncing around
in the
all of
MCU,
it.
He's a refugee, so now we're criminalizing refugees.
You know what?
I mean,
you know what? I do want to, grow in this industry, so I'm not going to speak against anybody Jewish. So moving on, whether they're fictional or not, I don't want that smoke. Well, that's the end of the head nurse in charge. Good night. Yeah, Eric can do what the fuck he wants in these streets. Listen, y'all might be very familiar with the night skin craze that has been taking storm on these TikTok, Instagram, Facebook streets. And there is absolutely a voice to go along with the movement. Now, true, I want to give credit to Tony Weaver for kicking it off. But listen here. If you heard a sultry voice that sent chills down your spine, or in some cases, left a puddle in your seat, this is the man right here, 50 grand. Listen, I didn't say who had the puddle. I just left it open to whoever. From Blurred's Eye View, my man, 50 grand. Chris, talk to him, brother.
Welcome, my brethren and sister of the Night Skin Army. What's happening? It's your man, Chris Fury, the man on the wall, head man and host and producer of Blurred's Eye View. So thanks for having me. I'm also here to defend Wanda Maximoff.
God damn it. You niggas love, y'all love defending. You know, I'm not even gonna do this yet. I'm saving it. I'm gonna save it because I got the worst one next.
There's a reason why I'm the man on the wall.
You know what?
My namesake.
Okay.
But we rock it. We rock it.
Chris, you talk like that for the rest of the show. And I'll consider not roasting this woman for the next 2 hours. Outside of that, no promises. Now this next motherfucker. I mean, this next good brother. Listen, there's not many people who can embody cosplay, entrepreneurialism, black activism, and trying to move a culture forward through his talent, skills, and abilities. His name is King Kurt Live. But this other nigga that we got over here is named Hellspawn Cosplay.
Wow.
You see, I got the fire him up. I got listen, if you come on here talking that stuff, I gotta antagonize a little bit. But no, this man right here has literally trendsetted a whole new wave and set a path and blazed the path for cosplayers to open new avenues, not only to monetize themselves, but to be more than just the people behind a costume. He is proof positive that if you truly embrace heroism, you can make a difference in or out of cosplay. Demetrius, please introduce yourself.
Good evening. Listen. I'm infamous more than I am famous, and I would take that.
I tried to make it nice for you, but fine.
Right. But at the end of the day, I get shit done. You know, you might like me, you might hate me, whatever, but you can't deny my results. And that's what we're always going to be talking about is results, not goals, but fucking results. So at the end of the night, my results will be that I'm not defending Wanda from being known as a Karen. I'm defending the fact that she's got the power to do whatever the fuck she want to do. And how many people go and really deny that based on what feats she's actually done within the MCU, within the comic verse, and within everyone else's imagination. So that's what I'm here for.
Listen, and I love it. And yes, Shanae, the ladies of the HNIC on a very weekly, sometimes hourly, other times minute by minute, have no problem telling me exactly how wrong I am. But in this regard, I am firmly set in my feet and my roots are planted in the soil of truth. So
I was gonna say some shit, but hey, whatever.
Oh, this is gonna be a hell of a show. I'm already ready. Last but absolutely not least, my doppelganger, my right hand, the one who picks up the slack where I fall off, and sometimes she runs with the ball, but not fast because she get pain in my ass. Teffy Wonder, you see, I always got something new for you every week. I couldn't be but so nice. Don't be like that. You knew what it was. Introduce yourself to the people, and let's get this thing started.
What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mocha-fied merge on. I'm not here to defend Wanda against being a villain. I'm actually here to promote her villainy because them niggas deserved it. They deserved it.
Who deserved what?
Oh my God! What is you know what? So as you can see, there's conflicts amongst not everybody has the same points, and that's a good thing. because aside from the key things that we're going to nitpick at, we're going to do a full review, breakdown, dismantling, and in my personal opinion, a roast of Doctor Strange 2. We're going to talk about where we rate it, where it ranks among the MCU, and where it ranks among all of the comic book movies of all time. But before we do, you already know.
Can I get through my?
I was just about to say, you already know. Teffy Wonder got to let you know how you can support us. Thank you, Teffy.
Thank you. Hashtag Villain Era 2022. So
Yes.
make sure you guys go to headnerdsincharge.com, sign up for our email list. That's where you'll be in the know for all of our great, awesome events and goings on. Last week, y'all really missed it because I had another virtual poll show. Shout out to the Cospoll players. We also did our Black Friday photo shoot, which is for Black Friday, which is this weekend. And if y'all to sign up for headnerdsincharge.com, you'd have knew about it. And make sure you don't miss out on HNIC Con. Tickets are on sale now on our website. This is finna be the event of the year. It is for Black content creators by Black content creators. And listen, we did this thing because y'all asked for it, so we giving the people what they want for a change. Make sure y'all come out. It's Juneteenth weekend. That's June 17th, 18th, and 19th. Blackest weekend of the goddamn year. Go to www.headnerdsincharge.com. You can buy tickets for that. While you're there, also pick up some of our dope ass merch. We got t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, drawers, bags, socks, blankets. You want it, we got it. We got stickers. We finna get grippers. We got sneakers. headnerdsincharge.com/merch. We got all the stuff there. While you're there, also sign up for our Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/headnerdsincharge. We have all sorts of great, dope, funny, sexy, extra content there. Head Nerds in Charge Patreon, that's where you really see it first. And make sure that you hashtag tell your friends about us, guys. We're trying to grow our following over on YouTube and Twitch, so make sure you follow us, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. So,
and yes, to Black Shivers, the Grippers is coming. Don't worry, don't worry, Playboy. The HNIC Grippers. Yes,
Alicia,
Carolyn.
It's not finna be spoiler free.
I'm just telling y'all right now.
It's been a week.
This topic is the second half of the show. Y'all can watch the first half, but if you're afraid of spoilers, you definitely want to dip off in the second half because it will not be spoiler free. Y'all had a week. You knew what time it was. I know y'all might have lives, but that's your problem, not mine. I still love you though. I still love y'all though. All right, look, I had to go watch this motherfucker twice because I just wasn't sure how I felt about it. And yeah. I had to. We're gonna get into it, but you know what? Without further ado, let's really get into the show with. Ooh, Lord. There's been a lot going on in these internet streets, and some of the news is a little old, and some is fresh off the presses. But before we get into the hot topics, let me introduce the goddess that came to bless us mere mortals with her presence. Talk to him, love.
What up? My bad for being tardy, but I am here safely after the fuckery that is my commute. It is your friendly favorite neighborhood queer, LJ the Great, the goddess of the art, coming at you live, not the colors of the goddamn rainbow, as I always do. Happy to be here. Happy to argue, because I'm here to argue. Yeah, right now. I'm ready.
Love, I just need to know. I got to get a quick pulse check. How did you feel about Doctor Strange 2 in the comment that she's a Karen?
I don't know about Karen.
Wow.
Here we are.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
But the privilege is real as an all-powerful being.
But
That's not a privilege. That's just a perk, man. That's just
How she
It's part and parcel for the package.
You know what? I hope y'all got the same
Okay,
energy from
let me
NASA
see this.
Jesse, who's on your family tree, because you know what? I'm not gonna do this with y'all right now.
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this yet. I'm not gonna do
So
this
I
yet.
enjoyed the movie.
Listen,
but
when
my
nobody talk
favorite
about these
part was
white
not
man
Wanda.
superheroes having all the power and fucking shit up.
Oh
Like,
my
no
God!
consequences
No,
for
hold on.
them.
Is that the
So-
only
hold
thing
on.
you're basing your argument off of, Sevi?
So hold
We
on.
gonna get
Hold
into
on.
it
No,
because
We gonna get into it, Lord in heaven. Before we can I let you know what I'm
Oh,
gonna
this
speed
is
through.
gonna be
Listen,
good.
I'm just gonna speed through the hot
Chris,
topics
don't start.
so we can get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. Because I can already see it's about to be a problem.
Real quick. You got three guys, you got three ladies on here, right?
It's even.
The fact that she said that, you know, an all powerful being and all this stuff, you do realize that they dropped a movie about a mom being ailing about her children during Mother's Day weekend. So that kind of like gave
What
women a little bit.
children, Demetrius? They weren't
Stop.
fucking
They real.
they were
They
real
are
to
real.
her. They were
Oh.
real to
real.
her.
They
You
was
see
in
things-
other dimensions.
All
They
about
were
it.
real.
It's real to
tell-
her.
Hey,
They
Curtis,
was real.
keep telling a woman that her children ain't real, nigga. You gonna
Easily.
wake up.
I will tell her every time. If she got that
Do
nigga
you
from
tell this man?
Hogwarts, he ain't real. He ain't real.
Stop.
Listen,
I'm just,
all right.
Pretty sure that's
If
not
y'all
how
gonna
it works.
cancel
you know,
me,
hey,
Pretty
no,
sure that's not
no,
how
no,
that
no.
works.
I
Strange
mean
told her the same
wholeheartedly.
shit.
Wait,
Strange
no.
told her the same
Listen,
shit.
reality,
Spoiler alert, spoiler
reality
alert.
is subjective when you the baddest bitch alive.
You know what? I'll make this real simple. Look, look. If y'all fitting to cancel me over some fake ass kids, I'm here for it because you didn't deserve me. All right.
The fact that your voice cracked his shit, man.
Because he's not
so
confident in his
upset.
argument. That's why he's not
So
confident in his
upset.
argument.
Y'all got me sounding like this nigga.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he went there.
Oh, too soon.
He absolutely went
Too
there.
soon.
It's never too soon for a fuckword.
All right, listen. I'm not gonna voice my personal opinion of Kevin Samuels. I will state that the brother did pass away at the age of 57. For many in the blurred community, this was an impactful loss because y'all bitched. I mean, y'all grieved and moaned all over the internet, and y'all were very vocal about his death, but not Roe versus Wade, which was interesting to me.
Oh my God!
Also, many of you jumped into my DM to verbally assault me, which I'm here for.
Not verbally
But
assault.
I'm just saying,
Did
but
you really go
y'all
that
credit
far?
score was about the same as his, and with just as much money in it. All
Mm.
I'm saying is,
he did smash Brittany Renner. I mean, not that it's a hard feat, but he
that's
still
not.
did it.
I said, come on. That's just like saying I woke up in the morning. Come on. All I'm saying is, and I mean this for everybody. I'm talking about the Kevin Samuels, the Wendy Williams, the Charlemagne the Gods. If you profiteer off the pain of people, I have no remorse when shit comes back to you in spades.
Especially when it's black women.
That's all I'm saying. I got the same energy. When Wendy Williams passed the fuck out as a Statue of Liberty, I chuckled on the inside because that's just who I am.
Wait. You chuckled on the inside?
I chuckled out loud, but
I laughed on the outside. I'm sorry.
So I want to know, did he die mid-smash or what? Because apparently,
So it's like he rolled over, but he did pass out on top. He
that's not orgasm. It's not.
Hey, listen.
Oh,
listen, I'll say it. If there's a woman in the room, Kevin Samuels was a smashing nothing. So,
yes, I would.
But I'll say this: the nurse he brought home. If I'm gonna go out, God damn. What a way to go see Jesus, boy! I tell you right now.
We've always
I don't know
said
if he
that.
saw Jesus.
I don't know if
We've
he
always
saw
said that going the way of the
listen.
snoo was the way to go. We
Look,
agree.
death by snoo.
He died the same way he said that that like lonely black women were gonna die, like of a broken heart, and then this nigga have a heart attack. So
wouldn't it be something if he paid her?
Who you think he did?
BK said he pulled a curl of purple.
He died and he died for me.
Listen, I had somebody so mad at me. at the comments that I was making. I only made like a small little. I was doing light jabs. You know, I joked.
You was calling it.
Was I? Maybe.
I don't think so.
Yo,
I've heard other people say way worse.
Thank you. I thought I was being light. This nigga brought up my dead daddy. He was like, your dead daddy wouldn't be proud of you. I was like, damn. I was like, y'all.
Was that the one who called me some sort of like
Yeah,
word?
Yeah, that was the same
because
one.
I sent him your
here's what bothers me the most about when y'all idolize people.
Celebrities.
It speaks to your character. So be careful of who you choose to be your heroes. Because it sends a signal to everybody the type of character that you have. That's why people felt the way about those that voted for Trump. Whatever your reason was, it just spoke to the character of who you are as a person.
You ain't shit.
Well, dude, all right, well, fuck it.
Flat out.
Love summed it up as best as I could.
Thank you.
Listen, well,
if you want to be maidenless, don't make that other people's fucking problem.
Not maidenless.
Somebody said they compare him to MLK, which might not be too far from the truth because MLK was fucking too.
He was.
Yeah, MLK was fucking. I mean, look, I appreciate civil rights, but he was clapping cheeks. I'm just keeping it. I mean, I accept all history.
You said all of them. All of them.
There must be balance.
Listen,
there has to be balance.
It's like this Jedi in the Sith. There's got to be a balance.
Thank you for putting up with that man and keeping his image clean in the public eye until we got Google. All right.
Knowledge is power, goddammit.
Look, y'all, this is shit that y'all. All I'm saying is, don't be mad at me. Be mad at fucking history. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at Kurt.
I can literally do both, but I get it.
Thank you. That's all. That's all. Who said I think MLK was a bottom? You know what?
Wow.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
MLK was a switch. It depended on the person.
Oh my God. The NAACP is going to fucking shut our show down.
The NAACP be having mass orgies they damn selves. It's fine.
The NAACP.
Okay, so join the NAACP.
A whole chapter, like, not let Rachel Dolezal get over.
Thank you. So kindly, Teppy.
Exactly.
Don't nobody give a fuck about them.
I forgot all about her.
Is she still trying to claim our side?
She got a hair salon now where she braid hair.
Not a hair salon, bitch. You lying? Surely you just.
All right, so
no, because some nigga got mad at me for clowning her about it. I was like, that bitch couldn't cook in my kitchen, and he was like, "Oh, you tearing down a queen," and I was like
revolutionary. So
well, where there is death, there is also life. Nick Cannon is expecting his 9th and 10th child as of today.
Not
with 2 different girls,
with 2 different women.
Yeah.
Yes, his 9th child.
They're
is with
all aware
Alyssa
of
Scott.
each other, and they are all perfectly content to have this nigga baby.
How much money is he making to
Wilding Out must
exactly.
be I mean, he's still got Nickelodeon money coming in.
No, it doesn't. You know, it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even
Drumline wasn't that good.
It doesn't matter how much money he's making because there's no way he can be a present father to all those kids all the same time with the multiple homes that just spread across.
I got one, and good God,
maybe the women just want a baby and they don't have to necessarily co-parent. They just want a kid for themselves. I mean, like Kaylani did that. She's like, I want a baby, but I don't want a person.
No, they put a retirement fund for themselves.
He also financially takes care of them, so that's literally
I feel like he knows his capacity.
So he's a sperm donor more than most likely.
If Rihanna could get me
probably
pregnant,
in some cases,
I would.
Okay, so I can't argue with that right there.
You just
I feel like she would pay child support. Rub my
but
feet.
the babies. What about the babies?
I mean, she can have it when I'm done. I mean,
I don't have,
get the fuck off the internet.
I guess
I don't have a motherly trait. I'm a man.
I don't have a positive spin on this because of the situation that I'm in. Because I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, like I'm trying my best to be a dad to my son.
To the one. But alone 9 more.
But he was out before. Now, mind you, this news broke today. Prior to this, Twitter went ham on Mother's Day.
Oh,
Nick Cannon had to get up at 5 a.m. to start sending his Happy Mother's Day texts.
He had to get up. He had to get on. Thank you. He had to get up Friday morning.
Listen,
to start and put him on the schedule like for Facebook and everything.
No, that's a staff meeting. That's a staff meeting at Wildin' Out. Everybody take a cell phone.
That's a whole team.
there's a couple of other ones. The florist, after fulfilling Nick Cannon's Mother's Day order with the Popeye's chicken lady, she tied, y'all. Nick Cannon calling all his baby mamas and telling them happy birthday. I mean,
What's
happy
the Dark
Mother's
Knight
Day.
one?
Oh, the Dark
He
Knight
showed it
one
already.
already.
Okay. I just want to make
that was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones. I know Nick Cannon be wore out after his Mother's Day world tour each year.
Bro,
Not a world tour though. Look, this I don't know who this woman is.
He damn near look like that now.
Baby mama, though.
I be tired. And finally, the fact that Nick Cannon is trending on Mother's Day. I love this app. You are all terrible people, but amazing at the same time. Yes, Black Twitter. We love.
I was gonna say that's nothing but Black Twitter.
I love Black Twitter.
Look.
Keeping me going some days.
BK said he owns Nickelodeon, right? He might as well.
Does he own them?
Well, he wrote a lot of hit shows for Nickelodeon.
I mean,
a lot of hit shows.
It still does a lot of work for them.
Yeah, and don't forget, he made Kenan and Kel. Like for the most part, he really helped push their careers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I was so pretty young when I was watching.
Was it Kel that was sleeping on his couch?
It was Kel.
Yeah, it was Kel. I know Kenan kind of. Well, either way, both Kenan and Kel got their bump up from Nick Cannon because he was one of the youngest producers in that era, creating shows for them. All that he was a writer, or executive producer. Either way, he got old money, young money, but old money. If that makes sense to you. So yeah, he could have about 10 more kids if he wanted
And he
to.
got his little radio show, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
his little radio show.
When you get a turban all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
Shanae said that nigga visiting houses like Santa Claus.
Sandy Claus.
Right.
He come in and say
Right.
ho ho ho.
Who knows how present he really is? That's the sad thing. He could just be out here popping them out, or dropping off the dick, and that's it.
That's actually a really good perspective. Like with 10 kids and a busy schedule, really, how present can you be?
Not very.
Not
exactly.
Listen, you can have 10 kids.
There's no dropping
them
them off at the house and everybody there. It's none of that because it can't happen.
Yeah. And I know Mariah ain't dropping her babies off with the rest of the kids. That's a goddamn lie.
Don't be messy.
That's Mariah saying. They're like
family shit.
So they said that nigga wrapping the wrong head up.
Super facts.
Even Shanae should like write punchlines for rappers. I swear to God.
Like seriously, bro. She would kill that Wildin' Out.
Speaking of rappers with punchlines, Kendrick Lamar,
bro,
he released without a doubt what I personally think is one of the dopest singles in a long time. Set to the groovy beats of Marvin Gaye, I Want You. What made this relevant is the video and the transitions he used. OJ, Kanye, Jesse Smollett. Wow, that rhyme. Juicy Smollett. Juicy Smollett. And because he's convicted, that's the only reason why I still say that, because that nigga was lying. Juicy Smollett, Kobe Bryant, but more notably was Nipsey Hussle at the end. But here's what bothers me about you crusty niggas. You take something positive, like an actual good hip-hop song in 2022, set to an old school beat with innovative technology used in the video, creative as fuck, because his movements was to emulate a heartbeat, and you niggas argue over shit. You argue over the most insignificant thing. Like Michael Jackson did it better when he did these transitions from black and white. Now,
I know y'all not talking about these fucking PowerPoint ass transitions like on fucking Adobe.
Well, we have
like 95. I'm just saying.
Look,
they were were good for the time, but there's no way, shape, or form y'all finna tell me that 2022 these facial transitions that Kendrick did were somehow like
Well, it's very reminiscent. It's very reminiscent. So we got to give credit where it's due. Michael,
I'm not saying
didn't
it's
do
not,
it
but you're not
first.
going to sit up here and say that it was technologically inferior.
What y'all seeing is like the Instagram feed right now. That's what the Instagram feeds was looking like. Like what niggas was like, MJ did it first, and people was like, not really. It's not the same thing as a deep fake and a transition ain't the same.
Even if he did it first, that don't mean that nobody.
They got two totally different messages any damn way.
Just doesn't mean that nobody else can do it. But
Kendrick gave him artist credit though.
There's that.
And Robin Thicke did not.
Yeah, Love, what did you say? He actually put the original producers on the track, right?
Yes, he did indeed.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was trying to
get like writers and producers are all on the song credits. He's Kendrick Lamar. He can afford it. I promise.
Kendrick Lamar called his
And
lawyer
it's the
like,
right thing to do.
you saw what they did to Robin Thicke, right? I don't need
Listen, like how difficult is it to give credit where credit's due? Like I just saw this happen last. Yo, I got brought in on a fucking Zoom meet or a Discord meeting where someone started dropping receipts as to why they were the originator for something that was happening at that particular moment in time and why they weren't getting credit, and they were pissed the fuck off with receipts. And I'm saying that like, how did I get here? What is happening? I was stressed out because I didn't know none of this shit.
I always love the what does that mean? Because it just looks like total shit. Like I need an adult. That's what all that picture says.
Exactly.
And adults get adults.
It don't take nothing to give somebody credit. It really doesn't.
It's free.
I mean? And then guess what? It's not free. It's expensive because that's
It's
money
very
you didn't
expensive.
have to spend.
Well, on that end, yeah.
But it's the right thing to do. Is the point?
Exactly.
I'm just tired of you niggas arguing.
Like one line in the long run.
Can we just enjoy shit?
It's not worth it.
Can we enjoy shit without a debate?
As far as the argument shit, like I'm sitting there looking at Kendrick's video, like, okay, I TikTok, I try to like do transitions where I got to stand in one space, mark this shit where I'm standing, and then go change cosplays in order to make sure I'm in the right spot, in the right position, and the shit's still not right. For him to have the resources to do this shit almost effortlessly, and like you said, well, he was moving like a fucking heartbeat. I was wondering why he's twitching, but I didn't catch that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just sitting there watching.
Kendrick fans are amazing.
I'm like, yo, that's dope. Like, why can't we just appreciate the shit for what it is? Because guess what? You're not doing it.
Art. It's fucking art.
That's it.
That's you know what? That's where we can leave it at. I think you can't surmise it any better. Love the art. Shut the fuck up. Please don't ever compare Michael Jackson and Kendrick Lamar unless you're talking about great artistry. Period. Right. Last but absolutely not least, I would be remiss if I didn't comment on Jesse Williams' dad.
Yes, Lord.
This one, fellas, this one is for the ladies.
Let's sit this one out. Yeah.
Listen, this nigga don't got a dick. He got a DAC.
Yes, Lord.
I listen. I don't know if y'all saw the video of him at the theater, but if I was that white boy, I would have screamed and fought that nigga off too. Get that shit away from me, bro.
Nah, baby, I ain't bitch made.
Here we go.
Listen, all I know is there's a whole lot of women talking about this man, and I know for damn they talk about him on the internet like as if their backs are arched in a certain way. When I know damn well,
Can you really take them cervix shots?
Fuck no, they can't.
And
I'd like to find out.
I'll put it like this. I'm gonna let the ladies comment.
Well, at least you're honest. I'm
gonna say this. You know a dick is impactful when she say "goddamn" next to her man. Like when she show her man the nigga dick, like "goddamn, you see this?" That nigga like, for real? Oh, I'm sorry. Like she got dickmatized by accident and thought she was with her girlfriends. Like, baby, look at this. He like,
listen. The only thing that bothers me about this entire thing, the only thing that bothers me is that we've all watched porn. Like, what is the big fucking deal? Why are y'all so surprised somebody has a dick?
Because I want Jesse.
Watch, like, booty
I want him to put the
72.
hammer down. What you talking about?
Even that, listen,
don't be telling all the secrets.
This is a light-skinned nigga with blue eyes and a dick down to his ankle.
Technically, he shouldn't have one that big, so he literally got all of the right things according to
he got the black
people. But he ain't getting the way for him. You know,
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's
kindness.
Thing is, like, I look at people. I look at people how they carry themselves, right?
Wait,
No, listen. I look at people and how they carry themselves. Like the motherfucker sat on stage and told someone, forgot who, to sit down. And you know what I'm saying? It was a group of people he's talking about to sit down and basically shut the fuck up. That should let you know that he was comfortable with who he was and with who, with what he was offering the world. You know what I mean? Everything else after this shit, like, it wasn't necessary to really talk about. It wasn't necessary to discover. It wasn't big news. I mean, I'm like, damn, y'all watched Booty Talk for 72, 78 editions, and y'all are still surprised.
I definitely did.
You know what I mean?
I got my show game from Mixed Marcus and Lexington still.
Right. Right. The breathing technique.
Why do you think I wear this hat every fucking time? I know that.
I'm just saying.
I just thought it was because you were hat fishing.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel bad about is the fact that his nudes are like
Chris, don't laugh at that.
On the internet. Because he really didn't consent to that. He consented to do a show, not to have everything out online. I feel bad for that. But at least if it has to be online, at least people are saying great things about it.
Unlike
right.
and Lil Fizz, who got raked over the coals for having button mushroom dick.
Oh, Lil Fizz, yeah.
Oh yeah, little. That was terrible.
Yeah, remember that?
That shit was terrible.
Mario.
I just want to. I want to be so special in my life that my penis get niggas jobs. Like they now have to hire extra staff so people don't take pictures of this nigga dick.
Flagrant.
Do you? Well, I put it to you like this: somewhere Shonda Rhimes just made more money.
Baby, I promise you, because we're gonna get another series or sitcom or something soon.
Listen,
they're gonna go back and watch Grey's.
Somebody said now we understand why his first wife. They said now we understand why his first wife was cutting up. Shit, if I was bouncing on that, I'd act the fool too. I was like, you know what?
At home with my husband.
Was that Black Twitter again?
Can I just say this? That man disrespected that black woman and left her, and y'all read him for filth. Y'all saw one dick, and the whole shit went out the window. You know,
Jesse
ain't that bad.
Right. Oh, well, it was a misunderstanding.
You know what? Bitch deserved it. I can tell.
Actually, no, because Jesse Williams
was that
was
mean?
also out there like protesting, being real vocal about Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. So listen, it just added to the.
There was that meme all day.
Demetrius just said it best. Y'all went through the thought process. Demetrius, do the thing. Yeah.
That meme.
Right? Yeah.
We staying Jesse.
Yo, y'all put the email to your brain like delete that old shit out of there. We on some new type time. I love y'all.
I'm having flashbacks of a nigga I ain't never had to.
That part.
Man.
Look, Karen said with a dick like that, you can feel free to ruin my credit. You know what?
But he got money.
See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. A lot of y'all be upset how motherfuckers run. See, that's why a lot of skinny niggas that end up having like a whole bunch of kids. Fucking Nick Cannon. That's why.
You know,
that's why. That's why y'all let motherfuckers run shot over y'all is because you think.
Actually, I don't think Nick Cannon
think with your
is all that big. He
There's
just
something
mad.
wrong with that.
Do you remember the Wendy Williams interview where the dick print was down to his knee? Yeah.
What?
Stop. Y'all. Hold on. Let me quantify because I gotta explain on this. We do a lot of shows. And it's predominantly women executive producers behind the scenes. So we have covered a lot of celebrity dicks over the last 4 years of Head Nurse in Charge.
Kurt be like this behind the scenes. Kurt be like, oh Lord, no.
12 days.
Chris, this is how the shit happens. In our group chat, I'll see a link. And I'll be like, oh, what's this? Click on, God damn it.
It's a dick, man.
And I can't get mad. I can't get mad at it because they be like, topic for next week. You motherfuckers, boy.
Yeah,
painting him in the corner.
The thing is, like, they were like, whatever Nick Cannon has said about some Jewish folks or whatever, that dick print shit came out, and the next thing they're like, oh, so that's why his name is Cannon. And like they just forgot everything he ever did.
Look,
you know what I mean?
You see her hand down. She Googling that shit right now. Siri, pull up Nick Cannon's dick print. God damn.
Y'all seen Omarion's, right?
Listen, all right, that's enough. That's enough goddamn dicks. All right, shit. Amaria,
There's
Nick Cannon,
literally-
Y'all gonna have Kurt gonna have to be like Kurt gonna
Nah,
be
Big
hitting up
Sean
the
was
porn
the one.
people
I
be
know
like
y'all seen the
Booty
Big
Talk
Sean
73. I need it right now.
You know, right now,
Right.
right now, right now. And give me a Bang Bus 47. Anywho, telling my age and my proclivities. So ends the hot topics. As always, as we transition to the next segment in the show, y'all already know everything about culture, and especially Black culture, is about what you wear and the lay that you got. This time, for Drip Gods, we got some multiversal shit that we need to talk about. So let's get right into Drip Gods.
Figured I'd just go ahead and make one for everybody.
Oh,
All
shit.
right.
That was Supreme?
Yeah.
Wait, are we sponsored by them? Are you sponsored by them?
Nigga, we trying.
Not yet.
If you know them,
I'll
call us.
I'll talk to you offline about that.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. But
It
I'm
ain't
glad.
good.
I'm
It
kind of
ain't
glad
good.
that you said that because we are sponsored by Paramount Plus. Please make sure that you go pick up Scream now on digital Blu-ray. Don't make me laugh, love, because I definitely almost fucked up. Shut up, man. I mean, there'd be a lot going on this show, and I'll be remembering everything all the time. To our sponsors at Paramount Plus, we thank you for all that you do. Go see Scream now on Blu-ray and digital. Also, go check out Jackass on Blu-ray and digital.
And watch Halo and Star Trek Strange New Worlds. on
Okay,
Paramount
all right.
Plus.
So for this iteration of Drip Gods, we are going to do 3 who wore it best. But the caveat is it's all multiversal variants of either the same character, the same person, or the same actor.
All right.
So let's get right into. So for our new folks, Drip Gods is where we put 3 characters, whether they be geeky, TV, movie, it could be anybody, and we compare the fit that they got on and who dripping the hardest. Whoever looks the best. It ain't about powers. It ain't about abilities.
It's
about they fit. So up first is the queen herself.
Yes.
All
I already know.
All day.
You don't play fair.
Now, of course, y'all know
Look at her.
the 3 most popular versions of Aurora Monroe, aka Storm, leader of the Gold Team, X-Men.
Yeah, she had the gold team.
Yeah, I see. I see. With Demetrius
I'm
on the
glad
show, I
you
got to
had
be
the
fucking
question mark
careful.
because you knew Demetrius was.
Listen, I look right at his
Uh-huh.
screen. Yo, love, I look right at his screen like
I did
"God
too,
damn,
but I
better
couldn't
get this
see it.
right. Yeah, Cyclops is blue team. But anywho, basically we have the 3 popular versions of her alternate versions of herself, whether she was the Queen of Wakanda from the 90s cartoon or from I drew a blank.
Her time where
Goddamn.
she just decided to go and be leader of the Morlocks.
No. This is actually from come on. What's the drawing where I can't believe I'm drawing a blank.
What, X-Men?
Because the version she's wearing now is kind of a amalgamation.
Come on, y'all.
Wait. Which one are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Who's the
Punk Storm?
Eben Snur. Oh, come on.
With the
Apocalypse. Age of Apocalypse. God,
Age of Apocalypse.
Thank you. Shit. I'm sorry. I couldn't get that out. But Age of Apocalypse, the 90s cartoon, and Queen of Wakanda. So I'm going to start off first with Lovely.
Man,
come on. A goddess got to rate a goddess.
I love them all.
You got to pick
All right,
one.
so I won't lie to you. As beautiful as she is in all 3, I love the classic.
Really?
The classic.
The all white?
Yes, child. I'm
actually
a
shocked
sucker
at you.
for her.
I thought you would have been more of the
shit. No, because I feel like to just outline her body in the ethereal, because she is a goddess. You only focus on her power at that point. Her hair is all whatever. I mean, she looks so fucking majestic. And
Yeah.
again, that was my introduction to her. So that has a special place in my heart. Now, who I am now, obviously Apocalypse Storm. But if you had to ask me overall out of the three what my favorite is, I go with the classic.
Okay. If you're listening on the podcast and obviously you're not listening live, Wakandan Queen Storm has a black onesie with the gold trim with the knee-high boots and the flowing
It's
cape.
not a onesie, it's a unitard.
I said what I said. With the crown on her
This is why
head.
doves cry.
No. Listen to Tef, because I don't be knowing the fuck I talk about, y'all. Y'all know I ain't shit.
Man.
And then, of course, the original 90s cartoon Storm, which many of you are familiar with the all white, the flowing cape from arm to back, and with the X-Men symbols and, the school crossing guard belt. And, of course, Age of Apocalypse Storm with the mohawk, the black vest jacket, and skin tight leathers is actually doing something for your boy. So now that I've described all three, it's really simple to me. A king needs a queen, and if it was good enough for T'Challa, it's good enough for me. Only difference is I ain't divorcing her. She gonna stay right the fuck here in Wakanda with me. I ain't playing the fuck around. So I'm taking Queen Storm for my pick. I'm gonna go ahead on over to See the Superior. Talk to me.
All right, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm going 90s cartoon. And I'll tell you why. Because she was the baddest bitch on the team with this
Thank
suit.
you.
She was the only
She
one
was.
pulling up in the all
Okay.
white. You
Okay.
already knew what was up when you saw her. She had the
That's it.
cape connected to the wrist. Ready to
Annihilation.
go. Bitch was bad.
You right. You right.
So,
What Moon Knight say? That why he wear all white? He want niggas to see him coming.
she wants
Embodiment of
facts.
bitch, fuck with me if you want to.
Facts. Omega mutant. She ain't
Yeah.
out here to play games.
Yeah.
And
And the
nobody
suit
touching
was
me. Nigga, ain't
giving.
nobody from me.
The suit was giving. That's my favorite.
Wow. Okay, so one for Queen and two for the original 90s.
Back, baby. I love
Chris,
you.
I gotta
So-
go. I got you know.
I'm gonna agree with you because there hasn't been a look that this sister hasn't rocked that I haven't fell in love with.
Right. Agree.
On the table. Like she can't make a bad look. She just can't. However, because I'm a massive fan of T'Challa, I'm going Queen. I'm going Queen.
See,
And I'm gonna tell you what, her run as Queen, she showed that. Well, she shows it all the time, but she really showed it as Queen. Like she wasn't for the shit. They tried her.
Addison said best is the middle one, all white outfit, big early 90s pop hair, like she is Mutant Rhythm Nation.
Wow.
Now check this out. But check this out. Check this out, because you're missing now. Check this out. That middle suit. She has a variation of that one, which is the black with the gold.
Yo, everybody really
That's
feeling
my drinking buddy.
Yo,
See?
people are feeling the
Hey Jack.
I have to look. I'm not saying I don't look. I don't think anybody's arguing that all of them are lit. But so far, we
Hell,
got
even her
two-
new one is fucking lit. It's
It's
ridiculous.
fire, yeah. We got 2 white and 2 black. Moving on to Tef. All right, mama, you got to talk to me because I did not
It's
expect
giving
this to
bad
go the way it's
bitch.
going. So, how do you feel about it?
So if I have a White Storm one piece, and while I love it, I feel majestic as fuck in it. I'm gonna go with Queen of Wakanda. So and I'll tell you why. One, as much as I love the classic look, I kind of feel like the shoulder pads and all that is fucking doing too much. I love that she repping the set with all the X-Men little X's and shit. But first of all, when your presence is enough to shut niggas the fuck up, you don't need all that.
True.
Okay.
See, I love your reasoning. So it's like I can't even
listen. Her reputation precedes her. You know what the fuck is up before she even get in the fucking room. She don't have to do all that. Queen of Wakanda.
I do have to admit that white suit gives me Whitney Houston bodyguard vibes.
Sir.
I'm just not here for
Why
that.
would you change that? Because I hate her character as the bodyguard.
I know. Some terrible shoulder pads she wore through that whole shit. All right, Hellspawn, you round this thing out, bro. So talk to me.
the reason that I've been hearing from everyone else is basically her personality and what she projects in the clothing that she's wearing, right? That's what most of y'all have done. Y'all want to say shit about her powers, and I said none about that, right? All right, so let's break this down. Queen of Wakanda, that was a terrible marriage. They were fighting each other.
Yeah,
they weren't communicating worth a damn.
yeah.
You know what
Fuck
I'm
you,
saying?
Marvel.
Like I say,
the writers fucked that part up.
Storm is also part magical. Why? Or she's part witch. Why is she not using her magical powers with her mutant powers? Like, there's a whole lot of potential within Queen of Wakanda, but then there's a whole lot of toxic shit with that. So
I feel like they never really touch on her magic powers.
They
like,
don't.
She's a great magic
They really
user,
don't.
and that's like
so Queen of Wakanda is out. Classic, the all white joint. Personally, she talked too fucking much in the cartoon for me.
Now she's on too much.
She talked too much. Like now listen. All of y'all
Demetrius
said
was like,
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Listen, all of y'all just sat there and said that her presence shut down shit. Like y'all said all that, but then yet her presence was what was given because she was running her mouth while she was standing on the corner of a building talking about queenness and this, you know what I'm saying? Like she was doing that shit, right? Yet at the same time, you go to Age of Apocalypse where she was with Wolverine. She didn't really say too much. She said what she needed to say, but she was always down to ride.
Oh, Demetrius like his woman quiet, y'all. Got you.
Right.
Now you see something. You know you done fucked up, right?
No,
I'm gonna have to get. I gotta get the Wakandan weed ale out
think
for
about
this one because
what I'm saying is like I would want a partner. I don't want somebody that's one trying to grandstand like in the white suit or
is that because that's your job?
Or trying to we do it together, baby.
Like, we can't.
Don't do that.
She can't grandstand.
Because
why
at the
you
same
not gonna
time,
back up your queen when she out here? She out here. It's her time to shine.
Because the queen and the king are sitting there fighting
the
as opposed to working together. Because they
Now,
ain't talking to one another.
Sometimes your place is behind while she's out in front.
Thing is like, Teddy's doing the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure Queen of Wakanda is doing.
Historically, queens are more powerful.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Thing is,
all right.
No. Let me finish. If I'm gonna have somebody that's gonna ride with me, then ride with me and then talk to me about it after we're done. That's not what Queen of Wakanda did. That's not what classic Storm did. You know what I'm saying? But Age of Apocalypse Storm, she had Wolverine's back. She had everybody's time, and she was down for it, and she didn't have to do a whole bunch of grandstanding to get it done.
But we talking about the suits.
That part.
But no. Y'all were talking about how she presented herself because of how majestic she was and how her presence was this. No, I did the exact same thing. So don't say that I didn't do. Don't do that. There's no false equivalence here. I did exactly what y'all did. What? See what happens when you listen.
So Demetrius, which one you gonna pick? Which one are you picking?
Age of Apocalypse, baby.
I like Age of Apocalypse 1 too.
But
that just means that Queen of Wakanda wins with that tight fit, knee-high boots with a little bit of thigh meat out with a unitard. And moving on very quickly to the next one.
Very quickly. We are hour in, fam.
I give as good as I get, baby.
Listen. We haven't even fucking got to Wanda yet. Listen. No,
the rum is warming up, Nate.
Think about it like this.
Okay.
You should have had him off of Fallen on here. He looks smooth as fucking Fallen.
All right, y'all. Listen, Denzel has played so many roles. It's almost like he's in his own multiverse full of characters he didn't fucking been. And honestly, Denzel can be smooth doing baby powder commercials. It don't matter what he touches.
Baby powder.
He's so smooth. He done passed on that same smooth gene to his damn son. And he's continuing the line. But these 3 roles are the most distinct. Now, I could have put Mo Better Blues in here, but that's a little too close. So what you got is...
Mo Better Blues is that shit, though.
I know, but I didn't want to make it easy for you, love, because I knew what you like.
So
you got three distinct characters that Denzel has played across his career with three different types of dress styles that make it distinct. First, you have Lonzo from Training Day with the leather trench, the double chain, and with the 90s button-up Chinese shirt that
the Mandarin collar.
You know,
what you want.
Liu Kang
fucking
wore
shirts, boy.
the Feng Shang Tucson. I'm pretty sure he had some shit like that on.
And he was thick too.
Yeah, and he got the goatee. The goatee with the off-kilter hairline. Next up,
that's the motherfucker with no hairline at all.
Listen, don't get mad at me. Y'all see that nigga hairline? It's like 35-degree angle. Don't get mad at me. All right.
Damn.
So next is Frank Lucas with the double-breasted tight suit. You know, tailor-made to fit.
No, it's a three-piece.
Clean haircut. Widow's peak. Classic businessman look. Classic businessman look. Distinguished is what I love about this particular leg. And then, of course, we have Denzel from Magnificent Seven with the old Western drip.
Fantastic film.
The porn star stash with the
porn star stash. It is giving Ron Jeremy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Pull out his Jesse Williams
That
on
was
you.
my fucking. Oh, god damn it, LeBron.
Y'all think
that was my pick, and you ruined it with the goddamn stash.
Because it's giving Ron Jeremy, is it not?
All right. So first, I'm gonna go to all the ladies. First. So Teffy Wonder, you right out the gate. Right out the goddamn gate.
I had to go first last time, Teffy. Eat that.
Oh my god.
The all Magnificent Seven, it still looks good.
I was like, nah, because the Western, I was like, the Western is giving. It's giving fastest gun in the West. It's giving, like, I rode in on the biggest, blackest horse in town. Like, yes, it's giving. I love it.
I had to put my dick in the saddlebag when I rode in.
Right inside,
But also, it's the tattoo. Can I take it home?
That's that shit. After you nut on her, you tip your hat and be like, ma'am.
Fuck up! You do have to tip the hat, and then like with the spurs on the boots as you walk through the door, and he leave the money on the nightstand.
Love, what did he say? She say? Keep the spurs on. Come on, Taffy, what you picking?
No, because Love ruined that for me. I can't unsee the fucking Ron Jeremy face now. I guess I'm gonna go with Frank Lucas only because that nigga had on a fucking leather jacket on a balmy 78-degree day.
You ain't seen that Mary drop a sweat on his grotto, did you?
Yo, that is one of my favorite. Who wears a leather jumpsuit on a summer day? When she threw that fucking orange at that nigga head, you raggedy bitch. Yeah. You was gonna meet my mama. If y'all don't know the reference, y'all too young to be in my goddamn DM. Go watch Wait and Exhale and go get you one of them young tenderonis.
Oh, babies.
All right, we got one for Frank Lucas. See the Superior. Come on, talk to me.
I'm gonna have to go with Old Town Road over there.
I like Old Town Road.
My horse to the Old Town Road.
It's shiny. I'm thinking in their universe, right? Mm-hmm. Him coming in with that whole fit with the belt, everything looking good. I would have to, look twice. Like, this is a well-dressed man. So
you know they only bathe like once or twice a week.
Well, I'm just looking at the fit. I'm not smelling the smells.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was historically accurate. That's
it. Said sitting in the tub with your feet out.
Yeah, man.
Look, you see C face. She was like, "Damn, nigga, why you fuck this up for me?"
It was that you found outside.
You get the tasty about. You like, shit, nigga, you fucked me up. All right, we got one for Old Town Road because that's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Thanks to C. I got one for American Gangster. Love, this your nigga. So I need to know what you rocking with.
My babes on here, but I'll see what I can do. Like my ideal would be the chutzpah of Training Day with the suit of American Gangster would be my ideal. But he's a bitch nigga in fucking Training Day. So I'm a sucker for a good suit, honestly. A black man in a suit, child. So I'll go with Frank Lucas too. I wish he had facial hair, but I prefer that look out of those three for sure.
He said he looked like he wanted to invest in a pyramid scheme.
Groovy. Oh my god.
Yeah, but he gonna back out before the heat get too rough. Y'all just gonna have to pay for that shit.
Literally, his suit in like every other movie is better than the Frank Lucas joint. Like,
that's true, but he only gave us 3 options, and like, I'm sorry, but the mustache and the fact that he probably ain't bathed in a while in that tight ass black. Nah, I'm good.
that's
like in my youth,
you know it
I
draws
would've
heat,
gone
so he extra hot
for
on the
Training
inside.
Day. In my youth, I would have gone like for
Yo.
Training Day because of his swag, but nah, he's a bitch nigga in that movie. I like.
All right, so I'll lead it off for the fellas. Huge Training Day fan, huge Training Day fan, and I just thought Lonzo was the coolest thing since sliced bread. I love a good tailored suit. There's nothing like a good tailored suit on a black man. It exudes class and elegance. But I'm kind of with C on this Old Town Road thing. I really am. Because, and here's my reason why. First of all, it's a black man in the West with fine linens. You know that shit wasn't happening. We got burlap sacks. And
don't mess with the brothers' fines.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Look at this shit. That's made from the finest Indonesian silk.
Indonesian, man.
You know,
with the hat too.
Listen, he the only one with the hat fit. I can forgive the stash because what barbers is out there lining up a black man's stash correctly in that time period? So this the only.
I could moisturize it with my vagina juices.
Wow,
that
is also a thing.
Love, this is why we fucking appreciate you on this show.
What you mean?
This is why. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Old Town Road because it's the only ensemble that 2 6 guns look good on. All right, Demetrius.
Wait, he was beautiful in 2 Guns with Mark Wahlberg. Remember that movie? Was that Mark Wahlberg?
Don't bring up other shit because then y'all be talking about Denzel.
That's why I said like you could have gave me better options, my guy.
No, you get the options that I give you.
That nigga was smooth in the Manchurian Candidate.
No, not Manchurian Candidate.
Do you know how hard it is to find different variations of Denzel across movies? He the same nigga in every movie.
I'm just saying that picture of Frank Lucas make him look like he got childbearing hips. You could have picked a better one.
Damn.
No, that was in the one like where he was the attorney. It was that one.
Philadelphia.
Esquire, Roman J. Israel. That's when he got them
that was. You better be happy I put that.
Oh yeah.
That was a bad one. I would have picked him. I'm not doing this with y'all. It's Demetrius' turn. Come on, Demetrius. Which one do you like?
Listen, as a gentleman that is 6'2", 235, 240 pounds, I am tall with the idea that I like to have great posture. Denzel does not have great posture in most of his movies. Like I'm looking at this Frank Lucas suit, right? His shoulders are dropped down to the point where his back sticks out to a little bit. And same thing with the Training Day thing. Like he's hunching over to the point where he's not all the way confident in his stature. Like, I mean, that's why most 5'2" men are like that, right?
5'2".
So I can't help but to look at. I'm looking at the posture of this gentleman here on the in the Old Town Road, where he's streamlined, right? He's got access to all of the things that he needs to have access to in order to get a job done. Whereas I'm looking at Training Day, he is trying to get through his New York undercover, jacket.
Not New York undercover. You leave
shoulders just bad.
Torres.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
Listen,
like,
you can't get you out there. No, you out there talking about King Kong ain't got shit on you, but you can't get to your gun because you got too much leather around your ass. Then you need to chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You need to streamline.
Oh, what's your choice, Demetrius?
Think about it. Like look at him. Look at the photos. Like if Frank Lucas actually had to put hands on somebody, you know, he wouldn't not have the
He
room
don't
in
gotta
that
put
package
hands
to
on
do
you.
so.
He shoots you in the head in the middle of a busy ass street. Why
That
he having
part.
breakfast with his brothers?
Listen. Things
So-
happen.
So which one you picking, Demetrius?
I'm picking Old Town Road because listen, at the
Hey.
same, if you sit here talking about what he should and should not have to do because he's Frank Lucas, I mean, the reason why he was caught in the first place is because his wife told him to wear a fucking fur coat. The man's susceptible to pure pressure. I don't want to be that kind of guy.
You had to bring up the fur coat, huh?
I mean, is that not why he got fucked
Nah,
up?
you right, man. Everybody asked you to make sense, goddamn.
If you're supposed to be so powerful as Frank Lucas, then why are you succumbing to what your wife is telling you what to do, my nigga?
Happy wife, happy life.
Oh.
Nah, happy spouse,
See,
happy
ask
house.
you sing again.
Anyway, moving on because
Oh, boy.
My nigga.
as he loses that round, wow.
Listen. That's the only win he gonna get in this motherfucker. Because we got 2 for Old Town Road, 2 for Frank Lucas, and Training Day definitely is out of the running. But Chris Fury, please feel free to pick the one that you love.
So why I'm digging the Frank Lucas suit, I gotta go Old West T'Challa. That's
Did you say
That's
old?
the chocolate.
Oh.
That's
the
Old
chocolate.
West.
Thank you.
That's the chocolate.
That's the chocolate.
That's
Old West
the chocolate.
T'Challa.
Look, I think we all
that's
agree.
the vibe. I've seen the Magnificent Seven several times, and
Fantastic film.
my man Denzel just rocks. I like the man's. I like his acting. I love his acting. He's just probably one of my favorite black actors. But like you said, Kurt, he played the same nigga.
And I love him. But that's why he can't do no biopics. The only time he was somebody else was in Malcolm X. And even then, sometimes I had to remember
Oh, you mean when the
Malcolm X
cornbread touched the greens?
Bruh, I had to remember what Malcolm X looked like because he played him so good. Niggas thought Denzel was Malcolm X.
A white man got a tattoo, a permanent mark on his body of Denzel Washington as Malcolm X because he was convinced that that's who Malcolm X was.
Oh,
see,
wow.
He told a black person that was
another
Malcolm X on
satisfying
his
racial
arm.
moment.
But see, the thing is,
Jesus.
you make the point. You make the point that he plays the same character in most of his movies, just like Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
But the things that the deviation happened to be not Frank Lucas, but Training Day and Malcolm X. Those are the only 2 times that he has really been something. I mean, no, that's not true. Well, in recent history, other than was it Macbeth?
Esquire or the one when he played the lawyer.
Roman
Right,
J.
or-
Israel.
Yeah, Roman
Okay.
J. Israel.
But still, you know what I'm saying? Like he stepped outside the box and actually got, the Academy Award for one of the worst roles one could play as far as being a black man in America. But whatever. Bottom line is, those are the 2 times where he really stepped outside of his comfort zone.
Well, at the end of the day, Old Town Road gets the win, as it should. And we can move on to our final fit matchup of the evening that will close out Drip Gods. And I was hard pressed to find a character that truly personified a unique fashion and had 3 variations of itself. And I mean, I could have went superheroes because there's enough superheroes. But like Tef said, it's villain season.
Mm-hmm.
Tis it is.
Oh, show. Oh,
Now,
Well, shit.
Now, very unique styles of dress. We not talking about who was the better actor.
This is not up for debate.
We are
Yeah.
talking about
I'm what you love.
solely how the fit looks.
Okay.
Okay.
No wingtips.
Literally not up for debate. I don't even know why you playing me right now, fam, but I'm gonna let you have this.
I'm gonna tell you,
know.
so the ladies went first last time. The fellas will go first this time. Chris, you lead off.
Heath.
My nigga.
Heath.
Are you serious?
No, the style. It's the style. It's the style.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You're colored by Prince, my nigga. I know where you're leaning to. You're colored by Prince. Stop it.
You don't know me.
Obviously, he does, fam. Because I called the same shit.
Stop it. You don't no, stop it. Yeah, because look how streamlined.
Pull it up again. Pull it up again.
Yo, I'm
Stop making sense. You gonna trigger niggas.
Hey,
look at the fit.
Is Ghostbusters 1 better than Ghostbusters 2? Guess what? They're the same fucking movie.
Oh my God, you did not use Ghostbusters as an example.
But one has the better soundtrack, so you're gonna lean towards that one.
I'm not doing this with him.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna do this with him.
You
I'm not gonna do this with him.
Curtis, stop looking at that. Stop looking at Jack. Stop looking at Jack.
You know, Kurt, you know good and damn well. Had he not had that,
only because of the hat. Because
if he didn't have that trench, you know he would have had that same kind of double-breasted suit look. He already got the vest.
Listen,
it's there.
You only want the hat.
You see how I am about streamlined shit. Like look how tapered that waist is with that trench. Look at that shit. Like, hey, you can't be mad at the reasoning because all of us are consistent except for your dumbass.
If he get out the car, it'll be like off a face off when he get out.
I'm gonna let the voting. Okay, Demetrius. So I'm assuming that you agree with Chris that it's Heath.
Yep.
So let me talk to you.
The answer, my friend.
What y'all not gonna do is disrespect motherfucking Jack Nicholson.
Nobody's.
I need you to respect Party Man. Who can wear plaid pants? Purple top. Vest. Fitted hat. And you know he got a 47-inch pistol in his pants.
Was the case, my dude, then why was he so worried about someone else's toys and where they got them?
And why did he take out Bob?
Let me tell you something. Fuck Bob. Bob was fucking up. Let me explain. Let me tell you something. This nigga got a satin shirt on, with a silk tie, with the bow tie flowing, dripping down his pants. He cummerbund up.
Cummerbund
With purple, turquoise.
I do like the
Don't ever say that again.
I'm not gonna hold you. And the cane.
Cummerbund up. Don't ever say that. Cummerbund up.
Please don't ever say that again.
And he got the best shoes of anybody. Heath Ledger looked like he been kicking shit for 12 hours on the overnight shift. I don't even want to talk about Joaquin because he looked like he just came off a
that's the goodwill. That's the goodwill.
No, see, remember in the movie they said that they looked at his clothing to see what kind of like labels were on it, and all that shit was unmarked. So you mean to tell me that he whatever he pulled that shit together without nobody knowing who the fuck he was, and he kept it that way. This nigga here over the right that you want to be like all oozing over had to make himself known because
he got a walking stick. Y'all,
he had to make himself known because he had nothing else about him that was worth anything.
You wanted to be a pimp as a child, didn't you?
This nigga is trying to philosophize why
he was getting disrespected.
He got plaid pants on because he don't give a fuck about life.
Before he even became what he is in '89 Batman, he was getting disrespected by his people, by Jack Palance. That's who his boss was. His boss wasn't showing him no fucking respect. Jack wasn't getting no respect.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't look.
And Joaquin definitely wasn't
agreeing
with
y'all. All I'm saying is we got 2 for Heath, 1 for Jack, and now it's the ladies' turn. See the superior, you are the lead off.
All right, I'm gonna tell you because if we pull the picture up, you can already tell who's got the best one.
Put your eyeballs on it.
Right in the middle, you can see the print right there. That's all.
That is an action figure, ma'am. Relax.
The print.
that you do not get at Spencer's. Yeah,
He's the only one showing off the brand.
Or Walgreens.
Do you really want to see Jack Nicholson's print though?
I don't, which is why I'm glad that his is so baggy and checkered.
See, you
But
never
yeah.
disappoint. You never.
There it is.
Damn. 3 for Heath. Taffy,
Don't do this to me.
I have to because I already know where I think Love gonna go with it, but I'm trying to. I got hope.
Heath Ledger looked like he'd been sleeping in that jacket for like 6
Thank
months.
you. He looked like he stink. He looked like he stink. How are we talking about Heath Ledger being the most drippiest when this look like he really pulled this out? You know what? I'm not. I'm just. He looked like he.
It's not, think about it. As much as y'all talked about Storm's presence and what she exuded from whatever through her clothes, now y'all want to talk about how someone looks as far as like where they got the clothes. But yeah, look at the stature of that man, even though it's an action figure, in the clothes that he's wearing, and then as opposed to the picture of fucking Jack, as opposed to the picture of Jack.
I'm not picking Jack Nicholson if that makes you feel better.
You're picking the other one?
I know you ain't picking what's it called?
Joaquin?
I like
Joaquin?
I like
You
the
picking
red.
Joaquin?
I like the red.
Oh no, he looking like the McDonald's clown.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa.
See,
you're picking Joaquin.
This is what you get, Kurt.
No drip, no sauce.
No, I'm not taking it.
You serious?
Wait, you just did a drop of him as fucking Omni-Man. That's dope. Fourth wall.
Thank
Or
you,
that's
Love.
like
Somebody appreciates
16 walls.
create fucking-tivity.
That's
That was
just
the case, you wouldn't be
That's all.
picking
That's
Jack.
the producer right there.
I feel like no. I'm gonna go with Heath, but it definitely looked like he slept in that jacket for like 6 months. That Jack Nicholson outfit too busy, sir. It's too
Yeah,
busy.
it's too much. Too
Why he got on
much.
plaid pants, but his silk tie got a floral pattern on it? This man mixing more fabrics than goddamn Joanne.
I'm asking you a goddamn thing.
Question. This is the same man that was all about the Frank Lucas suit being like drippy and all this shit. How are you consistent with that, man?
Heath Ledger got that suit off the floor after he nutted in it. I lie to you not. It looked like a cum sock. I'm sorry.
Still look better than Jack.
So Joaquin Phoenix looked like he got it out of goodwill after somebody else nutted.
I didn't say Joaquin was not.
No, Kurt, you're not consistent, my guy. You're not consistent
And
with your
Jack
picks.
Nicholson
Because here you are talking about a suit, and then
All y'all. I just own all of y'all. I'm done. Love, it don't even matter. It don't fucking matter. It don't even.
So
my opinion don't matter.
He dirty ass legend.
No, let us
Apparently,
speak. Let us speak.
But Love,
Take
by all
the lick.
means-
All right, so boom. Swag is understated. I'm gonna go with the motherfucker who is literally 20 steps ahead of you at any given moment and dresses like it. It's still tailored, it's still custom made, so don't deny that it's drip, nigga. It's understated for a fucking reason because his like all of the anarchy and the yeah.
You don't have to say the name. We got you, girl.
I knew what it was when she said it when you first threw the picture up. I knew what it was.
Yeah, I already know.
Fucking detective in me is
He's
shocked.
fucking Ledger, gang.
Oh.
Aggressive expansion.
Oh shit! You put out Jujutsu Kaisen shit on you.
This is the most toxic.
Heath Ledger Joker fuck better than the other two.
Facts.
Cause he ain't got a
It
care in the
is.
fucking world. He just want to rock your world for a second. And then after that, he's gonna go and blow something up.
I wouldn't have no knowledge of that, and I wouldn't want to.
Feels like he trying to rock his own world for a second,
just
and
talk
you
about
just
the
get to
sexual
be
prowess
Fine,
of a
because I
dead
can do
man?
that too.
Did y'all just talk about the sexual prowess of a dead man?
The Joker, though.
The Joker. Like his Joker.
Y'all want to fuck the Joker or y'all want to be Harley Quinn?
Why
No,
not?
I don't want to be
Nobody
Harley
said
Quinn.
that,
I want to be one
sir.
at a time because he's fucking insane, and usually insane people have the best sex.
You know
This is
what?
true.
And on that
Yeah.
note, as always, when somebody says some off the wall shit, thank you, lovely.
Wait, we
have
wasn't
to
saying
change
off the wall
the
shit
chat.
all
Listen,
night.
no, listen, y'all don't understand.
The show an
Before,
hour
no,
and a half
thank
in.
you
How is
for
that
enacting
outrageous
HNIC Jesus. If y'all don't know, it's your first time seeing the show. Whenever somebody says some egregious off the wall shit, we have to save
Spell
the
it,
chat
nigga.
and bless it before we
Yo,
continue.
that
So
part.
HNIC Jesus comes through. The chat is now cleansed.
I am delivered. Yo, do y'all be watching? Did y'all
done.
what's the name? That show that was on Zeus. They got the Hot Boys. Not the Hot Boys.
No, we're not doing that. We're not even bringing up Bad Boys Club. Fuck
God,
you. No, don't.
God,
No,
He
no,
didn't last.
No,
He didn't last for
no,
15
no,
minutes on that show.
This
bitch. No, we're not
That
bringing
shit.
up Bad Boys Club. That
hilarious,
hot
bro.
fucking mess. Jesus Christ. We'll be talking about that shit because it's really good TV. But either way, look, y'all, we an
So
hour
the
and a half
reunion,
in,
though?
and y'all already know
Titties.
that ends Drip Gods. So this is the moment that you've been waiting for.
Titty sprinkles. Titty sprinkles. Yeah.
You know what? That warrants a half moment.
Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, babe. Let me suck them titties, babe. Yeah. I'm home.
All right.
What is happening?
I like turned away and turned back. What happened? What did I do?
What is happening with the other women in that video, y'all?
No, they was loving it. We're here for women's sexuality and empowerment.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh man.
all right, folks. I'm giving
Oh,
y'all
man.
fair warning. I am giving you official fair warning. We are about to talk about Doctor Strange 2. We are about to talk about Doctor Strange 2. It is not going to be spoiler free.
Yo, I can't wait to see this movie. It's gonna be crazy, son. I can't believe he died at the end.
A snitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like.
Hold on to
Snitch,
your loins,
nigga.
bitches.
Now.
We're going for a ride.
Let's get right into the meat. You know what? I'm gonna set it up. Let's get right
Taters,
into the meat and
precious?
potatoes.
Taters.
Let's get right into the meat and
What's
potatoes. of
taters,
this.
eh?
First, let's set the tone
Potatoes.
on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being Sin City 2, Green Lantern,
God damn.
all the original Marvel movies in the 70s. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Terrible.
Spider-Man
Terrible.
was lit.
I'm not doing this with you.
We talking
Five.
Trial and Incredible Hulk bad, like
Yes. That's one. I'm giving you the
Damn.
barometer. That's one.
all right.
5 would be around the Iron Man 3, Captain America 1.
Whoa. Captain America series trilogy, A1 all the way through. I don't want to hear that shit. We ain't
I don't know
talking
about that first one, but them last two was fine.
No, it was a period
He had
piece.
the
That's
best
the only
trilogy
thing
in
that y'all don't.
And
Here
the
we
casting was
I'm
like,
giving
literally
you the
perfect
barometer.
throughout the whole
We can
year.
argue. Look, we already arguing about the rating system. God damn.
We're gonna be in the chat doing
the
this.
best being 10 being The Dark Knight, the Infinity War, Endgame. Y'all know Sin City 1, some of the best. I'm gonna go one by one. Teffy, where do you rate this movie?
What's the scale?
1 to 10.
One
I
to
just gave it to you.
Like a 7?
Okay.
Like a 7, 8-ish.
Okay. Let me just get the numbers. All I want is the numbers, and then we can go from there. Demetrius, where do you rate this movie?
I'm gonna go 8, 9.
Give me an 8 or a 9.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Oh Lord, and he got loud with it. I love it.
He said that shit hard.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
You giving it a 9?
I'm giving it a 9.
Wow. That 9 is going to fall through one of the many plot holes. Well, C, where are you giving it?
Like a high 7.
A high 7. I like a high 7. I can see that. Love, what are you giving it?
That's a loaded question. Movie experience is a solid 8. Story wise, a 6.
Love, give me.
Fuck you, man. 8. I'll go with a solid 8.
Jeez. All right. I am giving it a low 7.
You know what? A 7 is a 7. There's no low, there's no high. It's a 7, right?
You got a 7.8 or a 7.1.
You're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, right? So I mean, you should understand what a win is, what a loss is.
Here we go.
All right, then. So don't do that.
I'm just saying, I don't know who your football team is, but we won a Super Bowl in I'm not doing it.
A singular Super Bowl. That's cute.
Right. It used to be the Ravens before, I got hip to the whole black thing.
Fuck these niggas. You act like I don't have like I'm not the living tribunal on my shit. Fuck these niggas. They not gonna disrespect the Eagles on a Philadelphia show.
But we're back though, right?
Yeah. Because I'm not a dickhead. All right, let's talk about this for a second. First and foremost, the whole title to the fucking show is the fact that Scarlet Witch is now unequivocally, if you didn't think so after WandaVision, she is absolutely the superpowered.
This why that hairstyle though.
Of the MCU. Now, I want to tackle that first and then get into
sexist.
Why does she
Doctor
like
Strange
Hillary?
2? Now,
like
the
Hillary
only
Clinton,
person who truly opposes, the only two people who really opposes this viewpoint is Teffy and C. Teffy has her reason. C has her. I would love to hear what defense you have for your client. That's right, big and bold as shit.
Let's do it.
Wait.
Oh, let me go get my chapstick.
When you call her a Karen, you have to outline what the charges are so that they can defend against what you're saying.
All right. So see, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean by Karen, and I'm glad that Demetrius brought this up because somebody argued with me in the comments about this. They said, "Oh, a Karen is somebody who does something racially against black people." That's not what I define as a Karen.
No.
A Karen is a white woman who utilizes her privilege to her advantage in an evil way.
Okay.
Demetrius is already laughing, fam. I'm terrified.
So, see the superior, let your defense be as loud as her disrespect.
I'm going to say it. For one, in my opinion, a Karen does usually have racial motivations. That's all I'm going to say. Wanda does not have that. Wanda does not have a privilege outside of white privilege, but we can't count that because everyone pretty much in MCU is white.
Power privilege?
She has.
I don't know. I wouldn't count that as a privilege.
I'm gonna let you say your piece before I destroy
a power
your
privilege
argument.
in a world of superheroes? Come on now.
Yeah. She's got a certain type of privilege over a
And
motherfucker that could just fly like Falcon.
Wanda is at a disadvantage because she again was an immigrant. She was I wasn't going to call it enslaved for several years. She could barely use her powers. Didn't know much about her powers for a long time. In this movie, right? Who is she really being a Karen towards? No one. She's doing this for her children. She's doing this for her kids. She's not doing it because she up in the colored folks' business. She's minding her own goddamn business. And they coming over to her talking about, yo, you can't do this. We see what you doing over here. Mind your fucking business for one, Doctor Strange.
That part.
Kurt, I'll handle it. I'll take over for you.
No. The next person up is going to be Teffy.
She is a mother. She is not a Karen. That's my argument.
You put a pin in that for 1 second.
It's a weak
Teffy Wonder, you have a similar but different argument. You done greased your lips. All right.
Yeah.
It makes your lies come out smoother. Please, by all means.
Ooh. Rude. So I'm not necessarily defending Wanda's actions because I think she is particularly innocent. What I will say is, in the season of the villain, Wanda should be that thing because niggas been trying to play her and downplay her abilities all this time, and now that Wanda really showed y'all what the fuck is up, oh now I want to be like, oh please Wanda, that's not fair to whoever else. Actually no, fuck y'all, because as the movie demonstrates, one, Doctor Strange is a whole fucking menace across just about every fucking timeline that he comes in. That nigga, there isn't anything he won't do. Didn't Tony Stark destroy her home country because that nigga thought that he could use his privilege to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do? Put a suit of armor around the world? Yeah, how'd that work out? No, whatever.
That's not what happened.
I'm talking. It's not your turn. So didn't he abuse his privilege to do what he thought was right? Oh, okay. And Wanda just wants to reclaim something that she's lost, which nobody actually seems to care about. One, the Eternals would fucking never, because they actually gave a shit about each other. None of the Avengers actually thought, Wanda's lost her brother, her lover, like her whole country, her culture, her way of fucking life, and nobody thought to check in on her. Oh yeah, it's time to be a goddamn menace. It's time to be a goddamn menace. She wanted to reclaim one little bit of happiness. And listen, if sis had to sacrifice one child, didn't Dr. Strange sacrifice Tony for the greater good? Listen, I'm just saying, she's one of her.
We gonna get this work. We gonna get this work.
You know what, Demetrius? I'm gonna give you a first and foremost. First and foremost, let me just get this out. Number one, her fucking kids don't exist. They are imaginary. They are a figment of her imagination. I let you have the floor. I let you have the floor, ma'am. Please give me the respect.
What the hell?
Her kids are imaginary. She's married to a sentient android.
They're not married.
Yet.
In her mind.
Common law.
There you go.
Let me just say this. Tony Stark didn't do shit to her. The motherfucker who fired Tony's weapon did shit to her. If that's the case, then you would have to vilify every weapon manufacturer for the shit that other people do with their product. I get it. There is some culpability. That's why Tony felt away. The shit that happened to her happened to niggas every day, B. She lost one brother because his dumb ass, as a speedster, couldn't outrun a bullet. The Flash would never. I said what I said. Also,
you're not wrong on that point.
I'm not. Listen. Also, are we going to not acknowledge the fact that this woman, because she was upset, enslaved an entire town full of people, including black people? I feel like niggas have been enslaved enough in their lifetime to warrant a super fucking being taking their will back. Don't you say shit. I'm almost done. Not only did she enslave these motherfuckers, but it took a black woman to get her out of it, who went against her job and white male privilege to get the shit done. And then after all of that, she chalked it, said, you know what? I'm going to put myself on house arrest. Went to Sokovia with some beige pajamas like she was in a Hungarian prison that was low minimum, like, and then read a spell book to torment a poor little Hispanic girl whose superpowers is to cross any border she wants, which is not, which Marvel, we see you. We see you.
Oh my God.
We see you, Marvel. You picked a Hispanic girl that can cross any borders. We see you, nigga. She tormented her,
shit, I fucking lost
and even Dr. Strange had to look her in her fucking face in that fake ass orchard and say, these are the things that our enemies use to justify their actions. And this bitch, and I don't use that term lightly,
I mean,
opted to say, I want to speak to the manager. Please hand me over the little Spanish girl, or there will be a problem. And then she unceremoniously killed an entire temple full of monks.
So Wanda is the manager of reality. She didn't
Facts.
have to speak to nobody but herself. She said, "Self, what is we finna do?
My son
What the
said,
fuck
huh?
we want?" And
Thank
then
you.
she did.
Wanda Maximoff. Hold on. I just want to make this very clear. There's another thing that makes Wanda Maximoff a Karen, unequivocally.
She fucks her brother.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, yes, in the comic books, but we're not using that as a reference. Also, great call, love. I appreciate you for that because that's definitely Alabamian. If you're from Alabama, y'all know we ain't lying. But she screams. She screams like a Karen does when she doesn't get her way. Listen to this shit.
Her heart is breaking.
I hate you. She felt her twin die.
Her brother just
Thank
died.
you.
They
That's
had
a
She
Karen.
felt it. That's her twin.
My brother
That's
died.
her twin.
All
So
right,
in
all
her
right,
grief,
My brother died.
all right.
in her grief, she's
To-
not
to it- no,
allowed
hold
to
on,
feel
hold on.
away.
Counterpoint.
There's
And
a there's a
maybe if
whole
she had
there's a whole lot of
friends who cared about
counterpoints that I gotta address. Okay, one, there is a power privilege. If you have the ability to do something that other motherfuckers can't, and you can't be stopped, the privilege is there for you to do what you want to do. All right. Like she said that she was gonna roll up the Carmitage and do some shit, but if something else didn't happen, and she did the shit. All right. The fact
Ripped
that
through the Illuminati, nigga. Sorry.
yeah, but see, so the thing is the fact that the point that Kurt makes that her kids are imaginary, that's false. Because the reason why I say it's false is because they made the point in the movie that when you were dreaming, you are seeing yourself in a different universe, right? That's how the shit's all connected, and we're going to continue to move forward, and that can be explained later on. But the thing is, if the reason why Billy and Tommy came up the way they did during WandaVision,
I gotta
is
call you.
because-
I gotta call bullshit on that, Demetrius.
Hold on,
those
no.
weren't her kids.
Dog,
Those
No.
are
Those
kids.
were that
No.
was another white woman's kids.
dog, it
What
was
you
still
talking
her.
about? It
No,
wasn't?
see, that's the thing. It was still her because the variant. If we're gonna talk
It's not
about
the
this,
same person.
no. Listen. If we're gonna talk about this, you can't interrupt me because you know how complex this shit is, and niggas only hear what they want to hear, and you one of them. So chill out. Let me finish.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
Just let me ask this, and then I'll
But
shut the fuck up.
Beyonce had the best
Demetrius,
video.
are you saying that a variant is the exact same person as another multiverse?
What I'm, and this is, I can explain this. Okay.
Explain, Lucy.
What Wong said in the movie is that the spell that they're about to cast or whatever introduces unknown realities and known realities to other realities that are maybe closer or further apart. So we could go back to No Way Home. 3 Peter Parkers, all 3 of them look completely different, but they still had the same experiences to a different degree. It was just how far away they were away from the original 616 universe to relate to one another, right? Instead of Uncle Ben dying, it was Aunt May, right? So instead of, let's just say this Wanda looked the same, or Wanda 838 looked the same as 616, but she may have had not a vision, but maybe a Brock that had helped her make the kids Billy and Tommy. But because of Kang at the end of Loki, when because of He Who Remains, when he died, the TVA no longer protected the timelines under what He Who Remains wanted it to be, as far as something that they would clip when there was a branch timeline that came up. There was an issue, you cut that out. No, Kang was now the leader, was now ruling and controlling the TVA, and his sole purpose is to sow chaos throughout all of the multiverse, throughout all of the timelines. And just so that we're clear, timelines and multiverse are actually interchangeable within this situation. Okay, so if Kang wants chaos, then that means that he wants as many universes as possible. Now, if you are to say that that if Kang wants that means that when it comes to time travel, everything that's happening in time travel is all happening all at once. There was no past
time travel
because it's all connected. It really is. There's when they can really explain why. They can explain why the 2000s X-Men, Fox X-Men situation is happening at the same time as 2012 Avengers. Happened at the same time as 2024.
But they haven't added any
Endgame.
context to that.
No, because it's time travel. Everything happens all at once.
Or reality.
It's a flat
Reality.
plane.
Yeah.
Right. It's a flat plane. It's a flat plane.
What I'm saying is, y'all bringing in variables that have not been quantified by the MCU at all.
Yes, they have.
They have.
How?
They have.
Wong even
So,
said
hold on. What existence is there of the X-Men from those movies being in there?
Okay, what we just saw Professor Xavier.
You saw an Xavier.
We saw an Xavier. Exactly. There's
Okay.
nothing. Okay, so if we're talking about an infinite amount of universes, all right, then that means that the 97 X-Men cartoon exists. All right, that means that 93 or 92 Spider-Man exists somewhere. You know, and we have reason to believe that because the Sony Spider-Man exist all at the same time, just at a different time.
I can almost promise you that Japanese Spider-Man does not exist in the MCU.
He does. He does. No, you know what? If we see Miles Morales in the fucking MCU from the Sony animated verse, then guess what? Spider-Man with the fucking mecha exists too. They have with Kang taking over
multiverse in the movie.
With Kang taking over the TVA, he has made it possible for everything to exist all at once. And that's what people are not understanding.
Demetrius, I don't know. You kind of losing people, but here's my thing. You took a long time to explain nothing, and
No. I'm trying to tell you exactly what's happening. I'm sorry. You know what? Fine. And the reason is I made sure to watch
the short version.
Everything is happening all at the same time. All right. The reason why everyone can look different and look the same is just dependent upon how far away that specific universe or that specific timeline is from the original main branch or the main timeline or main universe, which happens to be 616. Okay. And the reason why 616 is special is because in the comics, it's been declared that 616 has some sort of fucking special ley lines, magical, cosmic, whatever, to make that the main. You
can't use comic. You said don't use comic book logic.
I'm not.
Sir, you doing all this pontificating,
if I'm
but
not
get
using,
to the point.
if I'm not using comic book logic, I'm using the movie logic because again, our universe has been declared 616 by Christine Palmer within this movie.
Right.
And also Mysterio said the same shit. Y'all didn't like the motherfucker because y'all knew he was lying, but he still said the shit. He got that shit from somewhere.
So wait. Okay. I gotta go back. Hold on. And I gotta call you to the mat about the kids. You said her kids are real.
Yes.
Okay.
Those aren't her children in the other universe. That is another universe's Wanda's children.
But the one, think about it. If she came up with those kids on her own in that town of Westview, where did she get the idea from?
I don't know, but it didn't come out of her hoo-ha.
Because she dreamt of another universe of those same kids.
And she bibbity bobbity boo two little light skinned niggas. That don't make them real.
That's
You
the
saying
thing.
test tube babies aren't real babies?
Another reality.
No, Tess.
Everything
They not
is
even test
happening
tube babies
all
because
What's going on here?
when she dropped the hex, they disappeared. If they were real,
because her reality was limited to that small scope. Had she expanded it out, they would still be there. And and it's not that they don't exist.
So let me ask you a question, Tef. If you got magical friends that dance around you that you can see, yes. But when you step out the house, they disappear. Are they real?
That's what
I fucking
it's
thought.
a valid
They are
experience to
real.
me.
No,
That
see,
was
that's
moment,
and
that
that's
don't
not
invalidate
real.
my
Okay.
experience.
Okay.
Is she
Okay.
a Karen or not?
it's a valid point. He makes a valid point that if her hex wasn't powerful enough to keep them sustained outside of, then what would she do? What was the most logical thing she'd do next? Get something that could help her
Steal
do
another
that shit
white woman's
permanently.
kids, which makes her a Karen.
No
Chris.
one is saying that
So
she's not a
so
Karen.
everyone so check this out.
Evangelical white.
Everyone is saying that Wanda's a Karen. She only reacted because director Hayward did what he did. She was already grieving. 1. 2, Sylvie kicked this whole fucking thing off. He who remains is the one who was keeping shit in line. We got that part. Her kids are just her fucking her kids are just her fucking kids. But the one thing everybody seems to forget is at the end of WandaVision, she was already fucking with the Darkhold. And if you know, the minute you fuck with that Darkhold, the seed is in you. That's it.
Yeah,
you
it's
change
just like fucking with Future.
Look,
If you fuck with Future, the seed is in
Why
you.
So every action she's taken at this point, and this is why Strange actually their ideologies was almost parallel, because Strange is so used to doing everything himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, he had to rely on someone else, which was in this case Wanda, making the right fucking choice, which she did. However, the damage was already done. It's not her fault. She was already infected by the Darkhold when she fought Agnes.
Right. Also people are making the case that she's got Karen status because she isn't being held accountable for what she did in Rescue, right? That's not the case. That's not what happened. Strange is the kind of guy, whereas if he can use you to get something else done that's a bigger picture, then he don't give a fuck.
That's his goal.
Did.
Yeah,
he'll use you.
He literally said that. Like, he's like, I'm not even here to talk to you about Westview. He was like,
right, because it's not like,
didn't give a fuck.
Again, if she was absolved of everything that she did in Westview, she would be on the Avengers lunchbox. But it's clear that she wasn't. Right? They dropped these lines to
destroyed an entire African hotel. She been fucking with niggas since day one.
Whoa, that wasn't really her fault though. They just placed the blame.
Because no, that was Cap's fault for thinking about
Cap's
fucking
fault for
Bucky.
being a poor leader and seeing as how he a poor friend now with nobody around to support her.
I won't take Cap slander in this. I won't take Cap slander.
I feel you, but
Teffy, I love you. I love you.
Listen,
that's the only white man I will cape for to the day and I feel it fucks with my blackness every single time I gotta do it. But Steve Rogers can't do no goddamn wrong.
Except for that part where he did.
You know, Steve Rogers is the man. If T'Challa trusts him, then got my blessing. Fuck it.
All right.
But
love, help me make it make sense.
Make what make sense?
Do you think she's a Karen?
Short answer, no. Okay. I feel like as an all-powerful being who is inside of a woman who is broken, we would get a whole bunch of fucked upness because she is influenced. My issue isn't with her being a villain, it's how they wrote her as the villain. Like, I don't feel like she had enough of a reasoning to be as brutal as she was. Her children is like, that is a strong motivator, and you drop it on Mother's Day, cool, but that's lazy writing to me. If she was trying to bring everybody she ever lost back, maybe. But the fact that she was there, and then the only thing that could, it wasn't an Omega class mutant in her mind, literally trying to pull her out of the rubble. It could have been her own self to pull her out the rubble, but they kept. I kept forgetting that it was influence of the Darkhold, which is why I feel like it was lazy writing. So it's
Okay,
not about
now-
her being the villain. I don't like how they wrote her as a villain. Period.
I personally just to respond to that, it was like a steady breakdown between her twin brother dying. Oh no, excuse me. Between
losing her parents,
between her, but no,
Yeah,
her
losing her
entire
parents,
her parents,
losing her home,
then her home,
Hydra
her twin
getting a
brother.
hold of her.
Then there's the testing that they put her through. You're right, and then it was her brother, and then it was killing or seeing Vision die twice, three times.
Then seeing his
You
body.
muted, my
We
guy.
can't hear you.
You big
And
muted.
That's for a reason.
Also,
Not a Karen.
also,
That's
can
not
we
a
talk
Karen.
about,
That's
can
not
we
a
talk
Karen.
about the fact that Wanda finally took some agency after being manipulated for decades, and people didn't like it? Well, maybe again, you spend
And the
you
only
spend
one
your
who
whole
really,
life
really
being
believed in
denigrated
her.
and
So y'all
manipulated by
excusing
men.
y'all excusing slavery. Y'all
What?
excusing
No,
murder.
Nobody's excusing it. If
Nobody's
we
You're
are
justified.
in
You say
if we are in mental health awareness month, my nigga, then we have to understand.
Then lock that crazy bitch up. I'm saying I don't give a fuck what
listen,
move it
who's
is.
going to do it? Who's going to do it?
Guess what?
Captain America's fucking crazy.
Again,
He
again,
lost his fucking
again,
mind.
Lovely,
He
lovely,
went to the
lovely,
back.
lovely.
Dog,
Lovely. Do
he
you
was
want
holding
your
back-
great great grandmama's slave masters to go to mental health
No,
therapy?
no.
Because
tell me who's
people
going
who
to stop,
slave other
stop.
niggas
Who
get a
is
different
going to
kind
do
of
it?
energy.
Who
Crazy
is going to
niggas
do
need
it?
to be put down too.
Dog, who is going to do it? She was holding back Thanos, who had 5 Infinity Stones, while she was destroying another Infinity Stone before she got to the fucking dark hole, my dude.
And that's why they should have kept the gauntlet.
Dog, at this, it was destroyed.
No, it wasn't. It was in the TVA in somebody's desk drawer.
I'm just saying.
But it didn't. It was inert. It didn't make sense there.
Wanda
It
You knew where it
it meant
was.
nothing.
Look, you need to run that shit back so we can get rid of this crazy woman.
This is where we talk about the power privilege. There was nobody on Earth fucking with her, to the point where even Captain Marvel came down and she took out the ship. But yo, Wanda caused that nigga to have to use the ship to rain fire all on her own. Before
She's not a Karen. She was a slave owner.
No.
Damn.
No.
Listen, I'm not gonna say
Massa Maximoff.
reason-
That's what y'all call her.
No.
Massa Maximoff.
The only reason y'all calling her a Karen is because she's a mother and she's like dressed a certain way. Because if she was scantily clothed, y'all would be calling her a femme fatale
Let me ask you a question.
and everything else. But
Let me
no,
ask you a
because
question.
she's a mom.
If she had puppies, would she be a mom?
Now she gotta be a fucking Karen.
If
That's
she
the
had
So
puppies,
here's a rebuttal to that, because everybody's
let me
saying
get my
that
big ass
those
head
aren't
off
her
of this, 'cause
kids.
I'm
Those
so
aren't her
fed up with
kids.
y'all
She's not a mother. She's not a mother. She's not a mother, right?
She's not a
Who's to
mother.
say that the Wanda, who's to say that the Wanda that whose body she took over did not have the same path? Only difference is
You're right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the same
No,
woman.
she didn't have the same
that
path.
we know.
No, because you know for a fact because they killed Thanos while he was on Titan. Therefore, there was no snap. There was no. That's why they were 5 years more advanced than 616 as far as the technology is concerned. She didn't have to go through Vision dying twice if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? So at this, and this is
But
where I
she
was
still had to
talking.
create them kids out of magic.
And this is what I'm saying. Nobody ever said that she even created those kids out of magic. They could have been created in the original and their 10-year timeline.
Even why the kids looking at y'all crazy.
What?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Vision is a robot.
This is what nobody
Hold
said they
on.
would have any Vision.
quick.
I didn't say that
Real quick.
Vision was
He's
her
in
dude.
the family
You
photo.
just
Not in
don't.
838.
I don't
Not in
think
838. There was no photo of Vision in 838.
no mention of it or anything.
It could have been David for all we
But
fucking
that's
know.
my whole point. Just
King Carlos.
because something exists in the 616 doesn't mean it exists in the 838. So that means
King
And that's
Carlos.
fine. That's where the dream walking comes into play, where she did not come up with the idea of those two kids all on her own. She had some sort of dream. She went through her mental break. She went to Westview.
But
She
that don't make the
created
kids
fucking
real,
But then,
Demetrius.
it's not. I'm not okay.
In her life.
Now that she has had the experience of being a mother, she was pregnant by them. You know what I'm saying? Now that she's given birth to him one way or another, magically, whatever, she's not going to let go of the experience. You listen. How about this, Kurt? How about you can understand this? You don't fuck 45 women
Why you
But
gotta,
they be-
well, I gotta understand that.
No, I'm sorry. Think about it. You don't fuck
I mean-
45. You don't fuck 45 women, but then yet 44 of them said that they don't want nothing to do with you. Does that mean that you still didn't
Rick,
fuck 45 women?
nasty. He said 838 kids are Pietro's kids. You're so nasty.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No. I mean,
Jesus.
obviously,
Don't make it weird.
it happened because it was tangible, and I didn't create it for
But here's the
magic.
thing. In WandaVision, her kids were real. They were interacting with their environment. They had their own voices, their own opinions. They
can I
were
ask you a
real.
question?
So we can't say that they were imaginary because they
Can I-
were
can I ask you a
interacting with
question?
other individuals in that
She
real world.
altered reality. They were
See,
real.
can I ask
I mean,
you a
even the
question?
Vision started.
Hold on.
figuring it out.
Can I ask C, the superior, a question?
Sure.
Was the apple orchard and the animals in those orchards real?
Were they interacting
We don't
with
know.
real
That's
life
the point.
individuals?
Were the apple orchards and the animals
The only
in
proof
that
that we
apple
have
orchard
is she can make us see whatever she wants
real?
us to see, which means we don't know what reality is around Wanda.
Exactly.
That's all that proves.
The
But
pseudo
if reality doesn't stay
That doesn't
consistent,
take away the
And
experience
also, we
that
know
you
that
have
girls
in
because
that
they have
altered
completely
state.
different opinions.
Thank
from
you,
Wanda.
Jeffy.
I think
Because that
therefore
still
I am.
exists even after the illusion's gone, right?
no.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
I
See,
think
I
therefore
apologize.
I am.
I
They
got
had
to
their
shut.
own
Hold on, wait.
thoughts.
First
They
of
were
all,
interacting with each other. They're real.
hold on. Wanda's bubble was one reality. There was another reality running concurrently with it. You can't have two realities at the same time. Only one is real.
That's what the multiverse is.
Why are they?
What do you think the
But
multiverse
Wanda's
is?
a nexus being.
Reality in that multiverse.
No, Curtis,
because
Curtis.
Doctor Strange didn't die in one. Are you
Curtis.
fucking kidding
Kurt,
me?
Curtis.
What
Curtis,
would you do?
Curtis.
Are you kidding me?
No, Curtis. Think about the words that you're saying. In Wanda's reality, those kids were real. Those kids were real in that reality. My nigga, you're using the same words that we're using outside of that reality. It's the same words. A reality means that something is happening. Something is interacting with someone. Monica Rambeau interacted with the kids, and she was from a different reality.
Let me tell you
on the
something.
outside, right?
I could react to
Hold on.
something in a virtual space, but that
Kurt.
don't mean the shit is real.
They
But
were
what
touching
was the
it.
experience?
Hold on,
The
hold on.
experience was real, though, right?
Abducted
The
them.
experience.
The experience isn't real.
Touched them.
Tangible.
Kurt,
It doesn't matter if it's
Let me tell
tangible.
you something. No.
Are the
Kurt.
memories tangible? Are the memories
I
tangible?
got you. Let me tell you.
Are
something.
the memories tangible?
No, hold on. Let me just say this.
Agnes
And
had to
I'm
touch
gonna be
them.
as graphic as I possibly can. If I go
He's
in the
losing.
fucking virtual space and it's Black Mirror and I fuck my friend in the ass, let me tell you
Oh
something.
Jesus! You had to use the Black Mirror reference.
If I choose to fuck them in the ass, I fuck them in the ass in that universal space.
Curtis.
Because my dick never got wet.
No, stop. Curtis,
Wait a
stop.
minute.
were you
Stop.
sexually
No,
aroused?
I got it.
I'm talking about if he's a woman, right?
I got it.
If
No,
he's a
Curtis,
woman
I got it
in
to
that
a point.
space, like
Curtis,
you
I
saw
got it to
Black
a
Mirror,
point
nigga,
where
you
I
know
got to
what
a
I'm
point where
talking
you
about.
gotta understand it fundamentally. In that virtual space, did you spend money, my dude?
No.
Did you make money? Did you make money in that virtual space?
No.
You a fucking lie.
How?
Because
you want to fuck me for free?
What are NFTs, my dude?
NFTs are digital current. Well, it's basically it's marked digital content. All it is an authentication process.
Okay, but still, it
But
they exist.
real money.
No, they exist in a virtual space, though, right?
But you gotta put in real money to get the digital. You don't
And
get
what-
Bitcoin.
was Wanda not real?
Wanda put in real magic.
Was Wanda not real?
Imaginary? Money is fake.
First off, that doesn't mean the NFT becomes an actual painting on the wall.
But it has value because it exists
But it
in
ends up
another
having value
plane, in
because it
another
exists.
realm.
Exactly.
And
But
then
now
you get paid
make
from it.
something
If you
tangible.
sell it in a virtual space, you get real money bucks from it
Which
in
means
real life.
at
and you
one
had to-
level, it
Are y'all
exists.
fucking kidding
You
me?
Existence is
It
linear,
crosses
man.
over.
It either
It
exists or
crosses
doesn't.
over.
Chris,
and plus
it
you
makes
had
it
to-
real.
When that computer crashes, you poor, my nigga, because you didn't have
No,
real money.
actually, that's not the case because it's still
Because it's in the
present.
cloud.
It's the
in the
one
cloud.
computer.
It ain't in the
It's
cloud.
cloud.
It wasn't in the
It
cloud.
don't
You know why?
annihilate.
She didn't back up her little fucking universe in WandaVision. She
She
didn't back
did
it up.
in infinite universes.
Well, wait,
Yeah,
she didn't
because
have to
universes
because
they
she
don't
already
get
had the
them.
dark hold, and that's how she knew about the other
All
reality.
of the universes
not-
exist
The other realities is the
simultaneously.
cloud.
And
which means at any given time,
Right.
every universe exists.
Everybody, shut the fuck up.
Now,
I had to use my dude. I had to use CT Flesh in a long time.
Wait, the voices that she heard at the end of WandaVision.
What you want to say to me?
No, the voices that she heard at the end of WandaVision was the same voices that you heard in Doctor Strange, which was the kids.
In another fucking multiverse with another white woman.
Because they exist in the other multiverse.
But that doesn't mean they exist in the 616.
The other
They already have.
exist simultaneously, which means at any given time, her children are in existence in at least one other universe.
So
they
not
don't
even
not
her
exist. They just don't exist in that plane.
No, Curtis, just because they
This is why
they existed in the 616 enough for her to feel like that she had the experience of having them, which is the point that we've been making. As far as having the experience of buying and selling NFTs.
Javier, that is the best explanation. They existed, but they are not tangible. They're not.
But they
real.
are tangible because they were being tangible throughout the show.
Where they at now? Where they at?
It doesn't. But see, things doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even fucking matter because she's had the experience of having them.
Kurt,
your kid can die. Your kid can die. Does that mean that you're no longer a parent? You've had the experience of being.
But you
one.
birthed them.
Kurt,
they are made of flesh and blood.
Birthed them.
What would you do?
Okay,
you had a dream about what HNIC is, right?
Uh-oh.
What would you do for that dream? Because you've seen that dream.
Not kill Hispanic.
In existence. Oh, no. I'm not saying to that extreme, but what would you do just because you've had a taste of it, just because you had a glimpse of it? What would you do for it?
Nothing. Do what normal niggas
Sir,
do.
ain't no nothing because what drives you now? It's the vision that you had because you had an idea. It's a group.
We're talking about
because it can't exist. You are taking strides to make it exist. It's the same concept.
We're talking about the extremes that she went through. She went to kill a kid. She killed a temple full of monks.
Because she was also influenced by the Darkhold. Let's not forget that there's still influence there. But her capacity and her abilities is what makes it so easy for her to make it a reality. Just because we can't access it don't mean it don't exist. She can access it and it exists, so she can go and access it. If they didn't exist, they would never exist in any universe, in any reality. But they do. That don't change that they exist. It just changes that, okay, I gotta change tact and how to get to them.
And then this all goes back to
the last
Kevin
thing I'm gonna
Feige.
say on this point.
What?
What? Because you cut out.
You're
muted.
muted.
You're muted.
Motherfucker!
How do you mute yourself so effortlessly?
Y'all hear me?
Child?
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say no.
Reality is confined to the universe that it exists in.
That is not true
That's
at all.
bullshit. Hold on. I mean, would you
There are
just hear me out?
different realities
Would you just-
existing simultaneously.
Would you let me finish? And this is
let me finish because I'm about to destroy it.
This is why I'm saying. This is why I'm saying that because there are people who exist in other realities that don't exist in the 616.
Okay.
Like America Chavez.
And that America, and I appreciate you for saying that. America Chavez is literally the poster child for. It has to exist in that reality for it to be real. Doctor Strange is 616.
That's not fucking true at all.
Doctor Strange
No.
is 616. You can't say Doctor Strange exists. You can't say that the kids exist in the 616. They never fucking existed. They were made out of Wanda's thought process of another universe.
All right.
But even for the short time, they existed.
That doesn't make any sense. It's
me cut it.
magic. And just because it's magic doesn't mean it doesn't exist in a universe that magic is a thing.
And then the thing is that you're not watching the fucking movie when you saw it twice because the man thought that the fucking apples were real, my dude, because that's how strong the magic was.
Just because I think something is real doesn't make it real.
But see, that's the thing.
But
They have their own
But
realities.
but
They have their
America
own
Chavez
thoughts.
doesn't stop existing because she leaves one reality and goes.
Thank
to
you,
another.
Tappy.
That's why we're saying
because
her
she's
children are still
consistent.
real.
She's congruent through all realities because there is no other her.
But see, that
Point counterpoint.
No.
Who you talking about? You talking about America, right?
With her being a nexus,
she doesn't exist
Yeah, she's
anywhere
a
else.
nexus vision. Yeah, she's a
With
nexus.
her-
But that doesn't mean she doesn't exist at all
But
just
so
because
is
she's no
Wanda.
longer in the 616.
Exactly.
She doesn't stop existing.
Right. See, it's like Tamara's like saying your thing, like, dog, you're talking about shit that's already been introduced, understood, and moved on. To make
Tamara
a point,
disagrees with you, by the way.
no, she can, but she don't agree with you right now. That's what I'm talking
Tamara-
about.
All I'm saying is
Tamara.
Miss Watson Foster. All right.
I had to do that too. I understand.
Listen, the point is, Nexus beings are beings that exist who are the most important of that universe at that particular moment in time, unless they are also considered to be the only ones who may exist in all universes. That just got introduced with America Chavez. Now, as far as Wanda being a Nexus being, the way that the MCU has introduced her being the only Scarlet Witch, the only one who was able to attain the power and the moniker of Scarlet Witch, is because 616 is special enough to have the Wundagore Temple, right? And for her to have the markings and even her kids, even her kids in the 616 universe were etched in the fucking stone by Chthon, my nigga.
That's
You
not
forget
true,
about
the
that?
Darkhold existed in every.
Did you
universe,
forget
so
about
now
that?
Wundagore
It doesn't
is-
matter.
If you think that's the last we've seen of him, like I said, the Darkhold.
No, that's wicked as speed, baby.
Once you touch that book, once you open that book to use it,
Permanent
influence
influence and damage.
Thing is, they destroyed all the Darkholds and all the universes, right? That's what they said that they did in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as the temple, y'all really, I mean, Curtis, you said that the kids don't exist in the 616 because she created them out of magic. Yet, why did Chthon have them etched into stone?
Because the nigga seen other multiverses.
So why did he bring it to 616?
Because he fucking wanted to.
You're trying,
But if the Darkhold is in
yourself.
other universes,
you're arguing against yourself because you're trying to explain away shit that don't.
Listen,
make sense.
all I'm saying is, listen, I know. Wait, see, I know you got to leave at 11. You want to give out your handles and whatnot before you go?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at See the Superior or on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about anime and trailers and stuff like that. That's also See the Superior. And yeah, that's me. Great time. And Wanda's kids are real, and she's not a Karen.
Only because you leaving, I'm not gonna be spicy. Thank you so much, C, for coming through, and
Thank you,
forgive our over exuberance and niggerosity.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Tiffy,
Don't you say shit up. God damn it. All right,
you said that she didn't burn down Mount Wundagore in all the universes. From what I understood, there was only one Mount Wundagore in the universe. I mean, and that was a 616.
I didn't say that. I didn't say she didn't.
No,
burn it down.
Steffi did.
No, she does. They don't say that, and you can't infer it. Just because the Darkhold is gone, the source of the Darkhold is Mount Wundagore. And if the Darkhold exists in all the universes, there's no reason to suggest that the mountain didn't exist.
No, Wong said that. He said
All
that
the Darkholds are copies, remember?
Yeah, all the Darkholds are copies from the one Wundagore temple that was in the one universe that was in 616.
That wasn't expressly explained.
Like, is it?
No.
It's just
They didn't express.
It's like the book of Ashanti. It's like the book of Ashanti.
No.
It's just one book of Ashanti. They can't have several books of the Ashanti because then it kind of inverts on itself.
But that doesn't make any sense. There was multiple Darkholds.
No, because all the Darkholds.
Those were copies.
Those were
Wait, like, but the
copies
book of
but wait, hold on.
was
Chris,
in
I want to
limbo.
go, and I'm glad that you brought that up, sir. You know, like I know, there are multiple Darkholds that were transcribed from Mount Wundagore, correct?
Yeah.
There was only one book of Ashanti, right?
Right.
One book, yeah.
What was it transcribed from?
No, there was.
Now, don't you say shit.
Why?
Chris, what was it transcribed from?
I can't remember the name right now, but there's only one for a good reason. How do I put it? It's like the Jedi and the fucking Sith.
Love, don't get the chewing real hard. Trying to mute your phone now.
It's like the Jedi and the Sith. With the Sith, it's
don't
always
you bring
a master.
up no other fandom.
No.
God,
It's
Chris.
always a master and an apprentice, right?
No, I'm not doing this shit with you, Chris. I almost No, let me
Always a master and
hold on.
apprentice. And what happens with the apprentice? He always wants to take the master's slot.
Chris, oh you mother! All right, listen, hold on. Let me just say this, and I'm trying to. Uatu, he is. There aren't multiple Uatus, right?
No, there are multiple watchers.
There are multiple watchers, but there's only one.
And we've
Uatu.
seen that, and we've seen that.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't say that there wasn't multiple watchers. I said there's only one Uatu, right?
Exactly.
All right.
One
And he
Uatu who
watches
looks over
all those
he sees
multiverses.
multiple. Yeah, he sees over. He sees
Exactly.
verses.
So when it comes to reality, what is actually real? Real only is consistent with one linear time. Demetrius talked about how the TVA said there was one timeline and then everything else is a splinter. Am I right or wrong?
This is true.
Yes. So that means there's only one consistent timeline, and anything else is a deviation from that. That means Uatu comes from that original timeline. Am I right or wrong?
That's fair to say.
All right. That means America Chavez also comes from that original timeline because there's only one of her, correct?
No.
Yeah. Yes. That
One America?
Yes. America. Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Hold on. The
Again,
Book of
Kevin-
Ashanti.
No.
The Book of Ashanti comes from that one timeline because it gives any sorcerer
So
what
is it a
wants.
fluke of nature or something? Is it a
No,
fluke of universe?
because it's a part of the Celestials. Read the
Yeah.
fucking Celestials. That's all I ask you. And this is what. And then I'm gonna let Demetrius. I know he chomping at the bit, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up after this. All I'm saying is there is only one consistent reality, and that is the one that Uatu is a part of. Everything else is a multiverse or a variation of the universes that he watches. That means things are only real according to that particular universe, because in actuality, there's only one true reality, which is the one that Uatu exists in.
That doesn't make
But
any
that
fucking sense.
one reality no longer exists, because once Sylvie took out He Who Remains, and mind you, He Who Remains actually said, I am the least evil of what's to come. Okay?
Right, but that was within that multiverse.
I'm keeping
Chris.
it in. He's basically saying, I'm keeping this in check and sending people around the clip. The stuff like that's further away, like Loki being an alligator or being a woman. These timelines have to be clipped because they're deviating too far from basically the source.
And that's how we get the Sony folks. That's why Peter Parker looks so fucking different. That's why Wanda may have had a child by David as opposed to Vision 10 years ago. But you know what? They exist all at the same time because different realities are actually different timelines that all exist at the same time. And we're not
It's a rope.
we're not-
It's
we're-
like a
we're-
rope. It's like a rope.
Exactly. You saw the same video I did, Chris. Like you saw that shit. You watched it.
So y'all watch a YouTube video and y'all feel like
We're
y'all know
watching.
some
We're
shit,
watching. I'm watching everything because you're trying to explain shit that don't make no fucking sense, Kurt. Because who said anything about one Uatu being no?
Well, because there's only one reality. If there was only one reality, we wouldn't have multiple Earths named 838 or 742 or whatever. So that
We
never
wouldn't
made
have
any
more
sense.
than one Captain
It
America.
never made any
sense for you to say that.
Once you say multi, oh my god,
exactly.
The multiverse exists. The multiverse always
but that means
existed.
there's multiple realities. But that means that things that happen in one universe are only real in that universe.
That's not true. Because
no,
that is no fucking
No,
true. Okay.
if that were the case, then as soon as they travel to a different universe, they'll cease to exist.
Exactly,
and they
that's
don't.
what- that- and
No,
that's
that's because what happens is the TVA gets a warning and they come and erase them. Yes,
Kurt,
they do cease
Kurt,
to exist,
Kurt,
but they
Kurt.
destroyed the TVA.
Kurt, they didn't destroy.
It's
the TVA.
only variants.
They destroyed
You're not
he. They
supposed to
killed he
exist.
who remains, who was controlling the TVA.
The TVA keeps variants from being in other multiverses.
No,
They
and
don't
variants
exist
are
anymore.
people who aren't
No.
supposed to
It
exist.
doesn't
It's
keep
not
any
the same
variants.
thing.
It keeps deviant
keeps other-
variants.
No, it keeps deviant
You
variants.
know,
think that's
no,
what-
if you
Curtis,
jump in a
stop.
multiverse, that
Curtis,
if
Curtis,
you jump in a universe you
Curtis.
ain't belong in, you know they coming for your ass.
No, that's not what it was. All right, it stops the TVA stops branch timelines from progressing too far forward before they become out of control. That's what the clipping is for. What you're talking about right now, what you're talking about as far as other it's called incursions, my dude. The incursions just got introduced in this movie, and you're sitting here trying to talk about the TVA, talking about incursions, and you're talking about two separate things. The incursions is what came in. Charlize Theron, she came in and said, "You cause an incursion," which is what kicks off Secret Wars, when you have a whole bunch of other worlds colliding together because enough incursions happen to draw these realities to one world called Battle World, and that's when you have multiple.
That's comic book. That's got nothing to do with the MCU.
That's what's happening.
No, they're doing a Secret Wars.
But it has not happened yet. To this point, it hasn't happened yet.
Are we gonna review the rest of the movie?
Oh,
that's a very valid point.
We did.
Yeah. So, if you haven't seen, some shit happened, and we're going to talk about it. One of the things that happened in Doctor Strange 2 was the Illuminati died.
Bad lace fronts.
Wow.
God.
We're gonna get
empty fan
Doctor
service.
Strange at the wedding and fucking Mordo.
Nah, that lace, don't be like that, because that lace front was laid. Don't be like that.
No, not Mordo's. Mordo's was he got that from Tyler Perry.
No. He looked like that shit came direct from Tyler Perry Studios. Don't play me. Them cornrolls.
Nah, that was that Amazon.
Y'all leave Chiwetel alone. Y'all leave that brother alone. He a great actor.
Amazon drawing. Like it just looked.
That's a step up from Wish.
It's a little thick. It looks better.
That's a step up from Wish.
I've seen worse, is what I'm saying.
Tyler Perry gets his stuff from Wish. That's a step up
He
from
got
Wish.
too much money to get his stuff from, is my point.
Oh,
but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree. That wig was bold. Now, I thought this was interesting that they brought up the Living Tribunal in Doctor Strange. Again. So, if you're not familiar with who the Living, I thought this was a great nod to have Stan Lee in it as a cameo without actually having Stan Lee in it.
Too, right?
Because Living Tribunal is supposed to be representative of Stan Lee, the all-powerful being who controls all of Marvel.
Pretty much.
And if y'all remember, if you read the Amalgam comics with the crossover between DC and Marvel, that's like one of the first iterations that we had from the Living Tribunal. And I just thought it was really cool that they put that in there while Doctor Strange and America was traveling all those multiple verses. Now, I didn't see every universe that they traveled through, but I saw like a dinosaur one.
The Savage Land.
Oh, would you think it was a Savage Land?
I think it's a Savage Land.
That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Sauron's well, you know what? They keep bringing D and C list characters out, so I guess Sauron isn't that much of a reach. I thought the paint world was a little weird.
Well, when you're thinking like what if comics and everything else, like they always had something like extremely off. You always had like Aunt May is now the Herald of Galactus. You know what I mean? That type of weird shit.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He shook the table so bad, not the goddamn mic.
Yeah.
So I felt like this was underwhelming introduction
to
But
you see the runes on him, right?
Yeah, I get it. Like Wanda was controlling the ball, just like she was the demon that essentially was sending everybody. But I don't know. I just thought they were going to do something different. I didn't think that they would have Wanda sending henchmen after American Chavez. Like, is this what you expected from Doctor Strange too?
I didn't expect
I didn't. I didn't want
that's
to
the problem.
expect it.
That's the problem. People expected shit and then got let down because they were expecting what they've read in the comics. That's not fair. That's not fair to the
Tom Cruise.
That's like,
I don't know why.
That's like people like hating on the Halo TV show because they're expecting what they played in the games or read in the books when it's a completely different medium altogether.
Well, I don't know.
Because it's been what 20 years now of Marvel, damn near. And what I've learned, especially since Feige's been the chess master of this whole thing, is expect the unexpected. Don't expect what you think is coming. Also, look at WandaVision. Look how many theories was coming out of WandaVision. And
bro, they said that we was going to see the zombie universe. They said,
who's they?
Bunch of
fans.
Yeah, quote unquote fans.
Yeah, but that's all who said that. The people.
But that's
from
the only
Marvel,
people who theorize.
But see, the thing is, like, people don't pay attention because, again, the fucking vice president of Marvel said that we're not going to recast the main timeline T'Challa, but we're going to just move on. That to
Marvel
me,
lies.
But see,
A lot.
No, Marvel doesn't lie. Their trailers lie. But when the guy actually said before the multiverse became a thing, before No Way Home came out, the VP said that we're not going to see this universe's T'Challa again because they're not going to recast him. So that means that we're right. He's telling you exactly what's going to happen, and now we have all the means in the world for that shit to happen. Because guess what? That's what an incursion is going to do. That's what a Secret Wars is going to happen. That's how we got Miles Morales from the Ultimate Universe into the main 616 line. And I just want to say real quick, a lot of people think that this third eye on Strange's head has something to do with the Darkhold, when in actuality, when a third eye is the eye of Agamotto. It just means you're right. That just means that he's just gotten to a certain level in his sorcery. It's not that he is
Which
corrupted
is what
a bit.
Third eye is supposed to be technically, so
Right, but people think that he's evil, he's corrupted. No, he just leveled up to a degree.
Has surpassed
All right,
the normal shit.
People are just taking that shit as a sign of evil. In this
Two eyes ain't enough, bitch. I've seen too much.
And then that monster is modeled after Chthon, who is the same monster who or the same demon who gave Wanda her chaos powers in the first place. And then when you see that when she's taking down Wundagore Temple, there's a flash of red light. And personally, everyone else thinks that Wanda teleported herself out and and decided that she's going to go on her redemption arc or whatever. No, I think that Chthon took her.
I was gonna say I don't think this is. I'm pretty sure this is not the last time we're seeing Wanda.
No, she just signed a 7-year deal.
Coming. So
no, she just signed a 7-year contract with Marvel.
Oh, definitely not the last time.
So Tef, I kind of want to talk about. This is the scene where
shit maybe
A38 Wanda assuages her 616 counterpart and basically lets her know that her kids are going to be okay. And this was the person to essentially defeat Wanda Maximoff, not Doctor Strange, not the Book of Ashanti, not any superpower being on the Illuminati. Grief and guilt.
She should have snapped her fucking neck.
Like Xavier?
Yep. Wanda is the only person who can fucking take down Wanda. That's why she's the bad bitch Scarlet Witch. And that was the whole fucking point, because America Chavez was like, damn, these little star punches ain't doing it, baby. So I'm gonna show her a thing. Listen,
this shit is just it's weak writing.
That's what I mean. Listen. So it's really poor. Like, if this Wanda So first of all, as a mother, if you come for me and you think you just finna take me away from my kids and manipulate me, Wanda, who has a history of being manipulated, and here she was and manipulating herself. There's no way in the fucking world you'd have came through that portal and I'd have just let you toss me across the room in front of my children. I fucking
not if she never experienced that before.
That Wanda may not have been manipulated the way that one had been, because
we
again,
don't know that. We don't know that. But again, you know what you're not finna do is roll the fuck up back in my crib scaring my fucking child.
Yeah, right.
So no, that's not what's gonna happen. And if that Wanda is clearly, she could be just as powerful as Wanda from 616. So the real fucking boss battle should have been between these two whatever. These two Wandas, the boss battle should have been between them, not fucking Beat Saber between two Doctor Stranges.
All right, so listen.
And wait a minute, hold on, Dimitri.
Dumb.
To that point, Tef, it invalidated so much in the movie. That entire process of looking for the Book of Ashanti, what was the point?
It was
his knife. He had to put the knife down because he always has to hold the knife.
I understand, love, what you're trying to say, but also it was no point to the Book of Ashanti.
You can't say that you understand her point and then try to counteract it
because I don't agree with it. I can understand why she feels that way, but don't mean I agree with it.
If that was the point. If that was the
I
point,
didn't say it was the point. I said I understood the point she's trying to make, but I don't agree with it.
His story arc was putting down the knife, which was the Book of Ashanti.
And what makes him different than all of the other strangers?
Because he always felt like he had to have control.
Oh,
but having control wasn't indicative of the Book of Ashanti.
Yes,
because
it was.
Yes, it was. No, it wasn't, because he went to go get the Darkhold.
Dog,
after the Book of Ashanti burned up,
he still went to hold the knife.
Still went
he
out of his
actually
way.
looked at that woman and said,
"It
all of
wasn't a
us are the
knife because
same."
if he was holding a knife, he'd have killed America because that was the easiest thing to do."
No, love, he was looking for the Book of Ashanti to help her. He then went to another multiverse to get the Darkhold to help her. He still.
And what did he do at the last minute? What did he do at the very last minute?
He used the Darkhold.
No, he didn't. Last minute,
he used it.
He let it go.
He put the knife down. He let Wanda handle it.
But also, it is weak writing. Hold on. Let me tell you how I feel about the situation. Hold on. Now, my thing about the whole I should have gotten another visual. Why would you build me up about her mental state so much that you showed an Omega class mutant attempt to pull her out? He got his neck snapped in the midst of some red mist. Why would I not see that same visual at the end when she is relieved of the influence or whatever? Why would you not give me an image of the other Wanda pulling her out of the rubble, be all like, all right, bitch, you do better now, and then go.
Listen. Y'all keep saying Omega this, Omega that when it comes to the 838. The Illuminati was nowhere near. She did.
I did.
She said Omega. Yeah, she was talking about Professor X.
Exactly.
So you're not paying attention to shit, man.
Nah, he ain't listening.
All right. So basically, 838 is nowhere near as powerful as 616, or at least this is what they did to qualify Wanda's power set. Wanda took out the Illuminati, the supposed most powerful group no. She took out the most powerful group in a specific universe, right? In a body that was not her own. And I posted the video.
She was scaled down. She was scaled down. She was
powered. She was nerfed the fuck down, because even in the video that Elizabeth Olsen said, she said the way that the language we were trying to get across was that Wanda was inside of a body that was not her own. So therefore, it was like driving a bad car. So therefore, she was nowhere near as powerful as she would have been in her own body, and she still took out these motherfuckers like it wasn't nothing. So.
Which just goes to prove that 838 Wanda would have given her a fucking run for her money. Like
you're not understanding my point, Tef, at all. You're not understanding my point. If I'm saying that,
like the fact that the scene in the ending was dumb.
No, the point is 838 is nowhere near as powerful as 616. So that means that whatever Wanda could have done in 838, she still would have been no match for 616. So whatever fight that they would have had, it still would have been just as quick.
That don't mean that she couldn't have snapped her fucking neck, and then she could have came back later, like something jeopardized her universe.
Now you're trying to write the movie. Now you're trying to write the movie as if you were part of the writing team. That doesn't work.
Isn't that what everybody else the fuck does?
No,
You literally made a whole bunch of assertions that wasn't in the movie. Like you said, we're going to see Battle World. Just because we see Secret Wars doesn't mean we'll see Battle World.
That's what Secret
So
Wars
now
is.
now you writing a movie that ain't even.
I'm not
happening.
writing the movie. I'm not writing the movie. Listen. We're sitting here.
Civil War had nothing to do with the comic book Civil War. Like literally, it wasn't the same.
True.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same origin. It wasn't none of that.
No, but then at the same time, what are we doing with the multiverse if we're not going to Secret Wars?
Other shit.
What is other shit? Tell me, what is other shit, Taffy?
We don't know yet.
I'm sorry, ain't you the one that was up here pontificating, giving us all the comic book cliff notes and shit?
If I'm sitting here, listen. If I'm sitting here, if I'm listening to directors,
if I'm listening, universe of knowledge to tell us all the
if I'm
things that
listening
we
to
can do
directors
that's not
like Joe Russo talking about we will come back for Secret Wars, that would be cool. If I'm listening to fucking if I'm listening to Kevin Feige saying that it's what happened at the end of Loki makes everything else happen from this point on, when they're talking about Secret Wars, I'm not talking about what the movies are showing me. I'm talking about what the fucking producers and the directors are saying, the people who are making the movies. So I'm not pontificating anything. I'm not making up anything. I'm going off of what I'm being told, which is the same shit that Kirkman said that he's doing. You know what I mean? So don't sit here and try to say that I'm wrong for telling you what's happening.
That doesn't. You're telling us what happened in the comics, not what's actually happening right
now.
No,
I just said Kevin Feige.
No. He's talking about what like it's come out of the Russo's mouth. It's coming out of Feige's mouth. Like this is already happening.
I'm telling you exactly what I'm telling you, and you're saying that I'm saying something completely different. This is what's happening. People say one thing in hour 1, and then you hold on to that to hour 3. This is not what we're doing tonight. I'm not.
What I'm saying is, until it's actually in the MCU. All of it is speculative.
Actually, in theaters, and I done paid and fucking seen it. It ain't happening.
Well, all I'm saying is, if the fact they're using specific languages like timelines, multiverse, incursions.
That's why you think her kids are real, because just because it exists, you think that it's tangible. Now it makes more sense.
No, I mean, we've already deaded that. If you've had the experience of something existing, then guess what? It existed, my nigga. Like you can't sit there and say that it didn't exist. You can't do that.
I can't. I love it. Okay, all right. So
I live for this
niggas,
shit. What are you talking
about? Geeks, if you use the fleshlight and you experience getting off to that motherfucker, you are absolutely not a virgin. So, moving on. According to Demetrius, you're good now. You're good.
Different.
You had the experience.
That's different.
Doesn't matter if it wasn't real. Doesn't matter if it didn't exist. You had the experience, so it's real. One of the things that I want to go back to is is Xavier getting his neck snap in his own mind. First of all, this is Charles fucking Xavier, and
it's not the same one that you think that it is.
I was just about to say it's the same fucking thing. Good God. I was just about to say it's not the same Charles Xavier, but I will say they gave that.
I'm tired of seeing him. I'm tired of seeing him die at this point. Oh God.
Yo,
listen.
I just want to talk
like
about
how
that
Wanda
moment.
might have been tired of seeing Vision die. You mean like that? Something like that?
Xavier died.
Or her
Xavier has
brother
died
or
4
her
times in
parent.
screen.
Cycles of grief. No. Yes. No.
But how
Can
hype
we
were
all
y'all?
agree that fucking Krasinski was a great casting choice for Reed Richards? Can we agree on that at least?
That just go. Yeah, well, it depends on if they keep that they're listening. They gotta keep him now.
No, they don't.
No, because it's a multiverse.
It's a multiverse.
It's just like I said, because
this one was the one that has a wife and kids.
So
you want to see how them kids ain't real? You see how one has them and the other one don't? That's how you know them motherfuckers ain't real.
Brown the second.
Yo,
damn, you know, please don't. You
listen, like it might be dope that John Krasinski stays as Mr. Fantastic, but then there's nothing to say that he's going to beat, because again, we got Tobey Maguire, we got Andrew Garfield, and we got, you know what I'm saying, Tom Holland. They could be different. As far as we know, 616 can be different.
Can we talk about how I was really pissed that they fucking stopped running and turned around?
My nigga.
So
can we all agree that
in
this is some dumb
reality,
shit?
why are they running from her in the first fucking place? Like, this shit was so dumb.
I'm sorry. Why are these niggas keeping the book of Ashanti? Yes, I'm gonna keep saying it that way. In the basement.
It's not in the basement. It was a doorway to a pocket universe.
Waypoint. Just like on a video
What
game,
movie are you
it's a
paying
waypoint
attention
on the
to?
map.
They say that.
So you can just go there automatically.
What movie? Like y'all be people be saying shit that don't even be in the fucking movie, yo. Like, and
it
he
looks like the fucking
basement.
basement. It's not the basement.
It's not.
It's the there was a whole ass door with a key. Right, there was a whole ass door with a key to it that had to go someplace. Man, Curtis don't be paying attention to movies. He just be watching it. And he saw the shit twice.
The motherfucker was underneath the water. If it's below sea level, it's the basement.
Dog, it was a waypoint to a pocket dimension to where the book
That
was
didn't make
kept.
it not. That doesn't make it not a basement. The way.
So what?
Let's move on. We're arguing about if it's a basement or not.
It doesn't make it not a basement.
Demetrius, you're literally
to the
every
waypoint.
Muslim I've ever met that brother, when you conflagrate the homogenation and then
And
you
the
do
hemoglobin and the haberdashery.
and then the haberdashery and the hemoglobins, that's why your period on.
Jesus.
You know what? Wait till we meet up. Wait till we meet up
corn
next
and
month.
you
This shit's gonna be
damn
insane. This shit's gonna be nuts.
All I'm saying is this bitch can bend reality. Why are they running down the hallway? Like,
wait, or how about
what is this chase
why?
scene?
How about why is she fucking blasting through walls, sweetheart?
That part.
Just
Like,
literally.
make them not exist. Take them away. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
She put
You talking about,
foreskin.
America?
She put foreskin on Black Bolt mouth, but
Did
she
you
kind
say
of run.
foreskin? Get the fuck off there,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
What mouth?
That's what I mean. Like, not 2 minutes earlier, she made Black Bolt's mouth disappear. Now she's blasting through walls, chasing them down this hallway. Like, sis, be consistent. Like,
Can we
what is
talk about
happening?
that
What
for a
is-
second? Number one, Captain Marvel, which is one of the most powerful creatures in most multiverses,
Got
because
crushed
she's
by a
what
fucking statue.
love. Say it with your by a statue. This is the bullshit. That why it makes it a 7. A statue took out Captain Marvel. Not a celestial being, not a laser being, not even chaos magic. Rocks.
I'm not gonna excuse that. I'm not going to hand wave that. I'm just saying, you talk the most shit, then you just you kind of died the worst way. Because she was definitely popping shit. It's like, we'll handle your little witch. Like, bitch, you don't know who the fuck you talking about.
She couldn't get. Why wouldn't she get to the black woman? She just had to drop oppression on her. She turned Mr.
Nigga. Oh my
I don't want to be
God.
laughing at your jokes sometimes, nigga. Like, cause I be mad at you.
Yo, all my friends were like, Kurt don't know what the fuck he be talking about. But when he make you laugh, it makes him feel like he right. It makes me feel better, even if I'm
Hold on,
wrong.
nigga. Oh my
No.
God.
Let's
Oh
keep it a
my
buck.
God.
Sharon Carter got cut in half with her own shield. Black Bolt, I don't even. Did she put a bullet in that nigga head or did she pop it?
No. So what happened?
No, he tried
What
to
happened?
speak, and it yeah.
So what happened?
It was his own
his
power
brain.
turned against himself.
And so why it ricocheted that way is because of the probability shit that she got.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that was one of the, I was like, damn,
that was in
she
the
from
movie.
Compton. She just put a round in that nigga head. But makes
No,
more sense.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Teffy, that was something that was introduced in WandaVision as far as her probability powers, where she was able to keep that Stark missile from exploding. That was where her
Nigga, I
powers was.
fucking saw WandaVision like 4 times. Please mansplain that shit to somebody else.
Listen, the way that I've had to explain things to you tonight, I can't tell.
You don't have to
So
explain
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm
So
consistent.
you can explain it to the rest of
Alright?
these niggas. I'm cool all the
I think
way.
Captain Marvel wasn't confirmed dead.
Cool from here. Like
It
the
doesn't
other side
matter.
of the
Listen,
fucking
whoever
door.
said that, it doesn't matter if Captain Marvel was confirmed dead or not, because we're not going back to the 838 universe.
No,
I'm too old for this shit.
We literally have to, because what the fuck is Mordo up to? And Christine.
Yeah, we got
was
them.
that's not the Mordo
That's not the
That's
we
not
need.
our
We need to
Mordo.
talk about. So what?
Look,
What?
I mean, let me say something about
that
that.
shit right there.
Go back to that, Kurt. Go back to that. Let me say something about that. Now, like I said, Xavier's died 4 different times, right?
All of them.
I just wasn't expecting that. I just wasn't expecting that.
You got
this is bullshit,
neck snap, nigga.
This is bullshit.
Your mental neck got snapped.
I'm
He
mad.
died
This
in
is
the
how.
dream state, like in Freddy in
So
Nightmare
to
Before
me,
Elm Street.
oh my god, yo, facts.
The body can't live without the mind.
Facts.
This bothered me because it made the relevance of those characters mute, and it was just fan service, in my opinion.
Yes.
In my opinion,
No, but see, that's the thing. Like, because that's a classic. If you're talking about lazy writing, it is a classic trope to give a villain something very powerful, at least seemingly powerful, for them to dismantle and destroy, so that they can be considered to be very powerful. Thanos dismantled the Hulk in Infinity War, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk got
nerfed.
nerfed.
All right, but he got nerfed, but he's still in that universe. He got dismantled, right? So for this version of the Illuminati to be taken out by a proxy of Wanda, as opposed to Wanda herself, that lets you know that how do we know this Charles Xavier ever even went up against the Shadow King?
We don't.
well, that's my big thing, because the Charles Xavier from the 616, he held the Shadow King at bay while navigating life normally.
Right.
So I mean, and even then, that's the comic book version, and they never alluded to any of that in any of the movies.
And the cartoon version as well. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
Which takes me back to the lazy writing.
And that's fine. The thing is this: people talk about lazy writing when it comes to movies that are trying to move things forward or trying to set up shit, right?
You can
They didn't
drive
like
a plot better than that.
a lot of people didn't like Iron Man 2, right? If you go back to
Sir,
Iron
I
Man
drove
2,
my car with a busted transmission better than this. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Still, bottom line is like
Even with Doctor Strange being Booker
Stop
T
that.
right here, like no.
We're not the Booker T reference.
Like I just felt like I feel like it could have been a better ending. I feel like there's some pretty significant plot holes. I feel like there was paths that led to dead ends unnecessarily. Did I enjoy the visuals?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. One thing I've learned from watching MCU films is it looks like plot holes on face front, and then they get resolved. They get resolved at this point now, series and movies.
God damn it, Chris.
Thank you. Like it's so. Why is it so hard to just accept that this is the story that they're telling us right now?
More answers.
So give me an instance, Chris, of a significant plot hole in an early movie that was later filled in the original phase.
Literally all the Iron Man.
You mentioned Iron Man 2, so
okay.
You mentioned Iron Man 2, so
right.
So when Tony saves the 8-year-old kid who turns out to be Peter.
Okay.
8 years later, literally 8 years later, we get Spider-Man. Who was it? Peter. That's why Peter is so enamored with Tony Stark. Not only is he a science geek, but it's the guy that saved his life when he was 8 years old.
But that wasn't really a plot hole.
No, that was.
I think that was the delayed play. No, and I'm not saying that.
Delayed play.
I look at that like more of a delayed payoff. Like, okay, we're gonna drop this. I'm talking about an actual plot.
Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense to say it's a delayed payoff. To say it that way,
because to me, okay, like the book of Ashanti, to me, in my opinion, is a plot hole.
How?
Because there was no point to it after the book was destroyed. If the whole purpose was, Steve, you got to let go of the scalpel, right? That's what y'all said. Stop taking control. Like that's the premise of his hero's journey.
Right.
After the book was destroyed, he still went after the Darkhold to take control to fix the situation.
And then
did he consider that prior to realizing that the Book of Ashanti would be useless though?
Right. But so he did not. The Book of Ashanti was not the be all end all.
It was to him.
listen. I think we
So that
keep
wasn't.
talking about the same shit, and it doesn't make any fucking. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The things that we should be talking about is what they did try to resolve, which is out of how many universes did Stephen Strange see? Where did it have to be that play?
It was only 70 something.
No, because
in the grand scheme. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was America. Never mind.
No, I'm saying is
he couldn't see anything because he didn't have the time stone.
No, I'm talking about because they brought up Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they brought up Endgame.
That
They said
they
said, you know, the guy who was in the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
they asked him, was that the only play that y'all could have made?
Nicodemus West.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Was that the only play that that y'all could have made? And for us, that's all that we knew because that's all that Strange told us. Who's to say the actual one of the plays was for him to die, as opposed to Tony to die?
But
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
speculative. We don't
And
know.
that's why he's guilty.
But see, that's why. Thank you. There's so many different times where Strange looked like he was guilty for him not doing something that he could have done differently.
But
and the point of the multiverse is that we will never know.
Right.
And then as far as the conversation of the Darkhold and the Book of Ashanti, did he know that those books existed for him to take out Thanos as opposed to not doing it because that's what that Strange did in 838?
Well, I put it like this. No, and
that's the question.
And Tamara said it best. She said people just
Tamara.
That's what I said.
Tamara. You said Tamara.
Miss Foster. Say it again for me so I'll make sure I say it right.
Tamara.
Yeah.
I can't even say Vishanti correctly. I said Tamara.
Listen,
I'm saying it correctly.
Miss Watson,
Tamara.
Miss Watson Foster is right here because
am I saying this correct? Hold on. Am I saying this correct? Tamara.
And it's Mrs.
We can't.
Right, so
I can't
she
tell
says,
that shit.
Tamara says
She put
people
in the
just
chat,
ain't
what?
used to the long way of storytelling. Like we all complained about how weak Wanda was in Age of Ultron, but they did it that way because you can't have a full powered Wanda on the scene from her first appearance. Her power has to build up. I agree.
Not only and she's right, and we wouldn't have gotten
We
WandaVision.
are several years into it at this point.
Now,
you have to learn
I thought
your potential.
I thought this was a really cool way of keeping your PG-13 rating, but giving horror vibes. Like it's
Marvel made a fucking horror movie.
Every fucking
Marvel made
jump
a
scare
fucking
got me, and I love horror movies, so I'll give
Yeah.
them that. Every jump scare, I was like,
And this is Sam Raimi's niche. This is his niche.
Definitely.
It definitely gave me Evil Dead vibes.
It was a horror movie because all the characters are
did you catch the Easter egg?
Oh yeah, with
The Evil Dead Easter egg?
Bill Campbell.
Oh, with Bruce Campbell? No, it's another Easter egg.
Which one?
The car.
Okay, so when they go, the car.
No, come on, talk.
Whenever Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell do a film together, the car also shows up.
No, where did it show up?
It was in the Incursion world. It was the world where the other Strange was at, and it was floating dead center.
Yep.
It's the same fucking car. Every time they do a film together, that car has to be. They're the trio that has to show up.
Well, that's dope. Also, in most fighting games, whenever you have double characters, one gets a different color. How did y'all feel about the Battle of the Bands, Doctor Strange music?
I fucking loved it.
Thank you. I thought that was something different. It was something different. I liked it.
The experience of this movie was beautiful. The cinematography, the score, beautiful. When they were going through all of the realities and you saw what was beautiful. The experience was magic, especially on IMAX. I'm not going to take that away from them. The story what I noticed was lacking for me.
What I noticed about Doctor Strange films so far is that they will push the envelope as far as the cinematography. Like they're gonna give you
like
IMAX level visuals. They're gonna give that to you.
Definitely.
I
was really disappointed that it wasn't Zombie Strange. Technically, it was just him dreamwalking in the corpse of his, aversion. But all of the visuals of him using the spirits to his advantage, I'll accept that. I'm not gonna hold you.
I had to see this a second time to really appreciate this battle.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. but the second time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. Just hearing the musical notes, and
I mean, like Phantom of the Opera and fucking
it was like it gave me like
Flight of the
musical theater,
Valkyries
like music band type
and even
vibes. It was
even
like,
Love put me
Yo,
down when she said he made the line so that the music fell within like lines on a paper.
Yeah, he captured it
See,
with like the actual bars and shit. It was beautiful.
What's dope about the different languages of sorcery and witchcraft is that witchcraft you need the runes. You need runes in order to in a space in order to do stuff, right?
Exactly.
Whereas the sorcery part is you just use the area that's around you. You're more in tune with what's happening. You
So
know,
there's a
and
whole
you're
bunch
just
of instruments in that room. That's what they use.
oh, I mean the fire. I mean it's just dope. And like look at the colors. Like purple's usually the evil, and then the red is the chaos shit. Like
Yep, it was Danny
yes,
Elfman.
it was Danny
Yeah,
Elfman.
it was
He
definitely Danny
has
Elfman.
advanced so much since fucking Nightmare Before. Oingo boingo, for fuck's sake.
I thought this. How did y'all feel about the fit on Zombie Strange?
Defender
I mean,
Strange.
he was a
Dead.
zombie.
I'm waiting for that Marvel Legends figure to drop now. I just
That
need
ain't Defender
shit.
Strange no more. That's Zombie Strange.
No, I
That's
need
not
that.
Zombie
I
Strange,
need that look. I need that
That fit.
look.
I'm talking
I need
about like
that
Zombie
fit.
Strange off of What If from the actual virus.
Oh, you mean
Like,
that
that's what
version.
I thought
Okay,
was going to
that.
happen. Yes, that is Zombie
And I
Strange.
think that was a nice red herring, I guess you can say.
They lie in their trailers, just like y'all said earlier. Was that your G who said that shit? They
I
lie in their
absolutely thought
trailers.
we was gonna get What If vibes. So
We kind of did with Captain Britain and them, though. You can't deny that.
Clear.
So Dormammu's niece makes an appearance in the first end credit scene.
Question: do you think Dormammu is a variant of Strange?
Ooh.
Because in the first
They do
first
got the same
movie,
kind of cape.
no, in the first movie, Strange voiced him. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch voiced him.
He did.
So the question is,
Well, that would be kind of weird because then he would be fucking his niece because she's a love interest of Doctor Strange. In the future.
again, well, that's a.
I mean, y'all already
unless they
brought up
change
Alabama.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Unless they change that and say let's just say that the other Dormammu
Yeah.
is the variant of Strange and that is his wife.
Thank you, T. That's what I was about to say. He marries her.
Wait,
After
I mean,
all,
but
after
you talk
all,
about the
D,
comics.
it's coming from the comic book. So
Right, it's coming from the comics. So that's why I'm asking the question for the MCU. Don't try to do that.
Kevin Feige ain't telling you in one of his podcasts.
I mean, why do you think I'm saying that he voiced them in the first movies? Because it could possibly be an Easter egg for him to be a variant of himself.
You could be right. No. You could still be right, but that doesn't mean this clear came from that universe. You get what I mean? We don't know where she came from yet.
Right.
but
The Dark Dimension has a whole reality. Is a whole another place altogether. They've got people.
It's like
there
this.
that live
It's
there.
like a space in between or something like that.
Right, but there's still people who live there, like the unknowns or whomever else like Caecilius turned into and his crew. Like when they became like,
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Well, Charlize Theron, I said that right? Taff, I always got to check with you.
Yes.
Charlize Theron is definitely, she's going to play the role. And, she basically pulls up on strangers like, yo, we got some ass to kick, you down? And he like, I'm about this life and I'm going to clap them cheeks. Let's jump through this portal that you randomly opened on fucking Fifth Avenue. I mean,
to the Dark Dimension.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with the shits. I appreciated it. Beautiful woman tells you to jump in the Dark Dimension and let's fight some weird shit. I'm down.
So I have to ask y'all, do y'all think that his story arc has been completely closed over these last few movies to this one here?
No.
Who Strangers?
Well, I mean, he just like you said,
in this realm, maybe
he just got his power up. So I think his story is just to be told, starting to get told.
I mean, he's just now recognizing Wong as Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah,
And
he definitely gave him his bow.
He had to
That's
give
what
him
I'm
the
saying.
He's
bow.
about to go beyond that and go.
I'm talking about like the closure of like, his hands being broken, losing Christine,
absolutely,
all that shit.
Yeah,
That's the whole
I
chapter.
think that part about the Christine and everything. Yeah, I think that part that part of his chapter is done. He's
I think
with her being married and with all of the variations of her saying we just cannot figure it out, but we have this. And he like realized I can cherish this and know that we can't be together, so I can go ahead and move on and just cherish what we have. But it's above me now. Like I am beyond your little human existence. This is a whole other ball game. So yeah, definitely. I feel like it was a chapter closed and he about to get into some weird shit, and we just can't expect him to be like the old Strange. He's not like the old Strange anymore, which is why in the movie they're like, oh, he's different. Oh, he's different. They kept wanting to push that for a reason.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. Look, I think it's Doctor Strange Super Saiyan 3. The first one was when he had the Time Stone, and that was the first iteration. Then they took away the Time Stone, and then we saw his evolution, apparently being a terrible guardian to kids, and and now he has the eye. He has the eye actually embedded in his forehead, which shows this is the third version, which isn't as arrogant and took away the necessity to control situations. He learned two things in his hero's journey: how not to be arrogant, which is a part of like Nicodemus closed that arrogance chapter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you still didn't get the girl.
Yeah, right. And then Doctor Strange 2 was about, okay, you don't always have to be in control. Okay, great. He got it by the end. Now is clean up the bullshit you done fucked up to.
You know what? The story beat that I would like is that he could have sacrificed himself in Endgame, but he didn't. So he'll end up sacrificing himself in this next big situation, which will close his. Like I think it won't be the next movie. It'll be like the Secret Wars,
like the other Infinity War,
something further down the line.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you look like the original team of Avengers right now, they're all kind of stepping down, dying off, stepping down. Whatever you want to
true. I'm not gonna hold you, Tamara. Like this casting has been fucking phenomenal, and I'm here for it. Like I love the fact that old girl off of the door Melage was at Carmontage, because it is expanding our understanding of who is open to like the mystic arts in the first place. Would have loved a cameo of Peter Parker's best friend in this movie. I'm not gonna hold you.
That would have been dope.
And his capacity.
I put a post up earlier.
Yeah,
I put a post up earlier that it's like I want to see Wong and Peter's boy.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Because apparently they just take it in random kids any fucking way.
Right. Why the fuck is America there and not looking for her moms? But also whatever.
If she could control her power better through sorcery, then that means it should be more powerful to get to them.
Interdimensional sorcery. Yes,
that's dope.
I can dig it.
We want to give these powers to somebody that steals pizza balls.
Especially
but still, you got like
pizza balls.
You got like 80% of the Young Avengers set up already.
Yeah. Because you got her and you got old dude.
Yeah, if only Wanda's kids were real, that would be true.
Wow, nigga.
The reason why
he's been here for 3 hours.
Because that's the head nurse in charge.
This is a nigga who can't let go of shit.
Nah. You guys gotta have the last word, fam. Even if it don't make no fucking sense.
I appreciate everybody's viewpoint, incorrect that they may be, and of course, as the moderator of this evening, I just would like to say that believe everything I said and only half of what they said. No, dead ass.
I'll let Hellspawn give you the look, because
if you want to consider Kurt's opinion something worthy, think about it. He's into the 1989 Joker as opposed to Heath Ledger. So
I said the fit. I said the fit.
No.
I said the fit.
No, that's what you said. You said that you want 89 Joker over Heath Ledger.
You said Storm should not talk. Y'all want to laugh at that? You told Storm to shut the fuck up and get in the kitchen.
I sure enough hell did, and she what she did it.
If y'all want to listen to, if y'all queens want somebody who wants you to shut up and just listen, Y'all could go head on
He
and head
didn't
over
say
to
he didn't
Demetrius'
respect
side.
her opinion. He just said, let's handle business first and we'll talk
I
after.
said what
I'd
I
rather have a
said.
partner and not a partner who's gonna fight me, because that's what Queen Wakanda
Fight
did.
back, nigga. Fight back.
Right.
Well,
that was just
how the
poor
fuck
writing.
y'all go pull out martial arts on each other and y'all supposed to be married? Like, that's not a marriage.
Sometimes that leads to the best sex.
Child.
Nah, I'm good.
Well,
No,
they still messing around. So
I feel like
I don't
they
need that shit.
definitely
Yo.
are. They will never
Yo,
stop.
for real.
Come on now.
If the sex has a precursor of violence to it, yeah, I don't want that shit. Yo, that's some real toxic shit, and y'all need to just leave.
Damn, I
All
must
right?
really need to unpack some shit because I like, man, me and Pain. That's a nice boulder. You see that?
You see, keep that on my
This
notes.
this is love before she get. This is exactly love before she get a cheeks clap.
Jokes on you, I meant
That's still
Gang
that still
gang.
was a funny ass whoop. That was still a funny ass whoop.
Jesse Williams, big.
I know that.
Oh Lord. Well, full circle. Here we go.
All right. So as we get ready to get up out of here, we want to thank Demetrius and Chris for sliding through and taking 3 hours to say absolutely nothing. We
No, you ain't talking.
We gonna be in the chat all this.
You know we gonna talk shit in the chat. I just want y'all to know that this wasn't really them. There's a dream walking variant in another multiverse controlling their lips right now. Dispute is bullshit. Wanda Maximoff is a fucking Karen, which I think we can all agree on,
You really
with the exception of
So
Teffy.
old.
I really don't. I mean, we can just say this white. I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care. She's got power privilege because who gonna check her? Who could check her? Not a goddamn person.
And only person who really didn't give a shit about anything else was Hawkeye. He was just like, look, we in the middle of a fight. I don't give a fuck what you're going through right now. You really coming out here.
He said, if you walk out that door, you walk out as an Avenger.
Wait. Shanae said, stop using JoJo. Guess what? I do what the fuck I want. Stay mad in the comments. Anywho, let's get ready to get out of here. Chris Fury, please let everybody know where they can follow and support you.
So if you go to IG, go to Blurred's Eye View, you'll find the link tree in the bio. You can catch us every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, live, 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing, I'll be doing a lot more geeks related stuff because our season's getting ready to wrap up pretty soon. But tune in next Tuesday. We're doing Attitude Era Part 2. We did Part 1 last night. We're doing Part 2 next Tuesday. And boy, that's gotten juicy. So yeah, check us out there. Check us out there. You can still hear the voice of the Night Skins on TikTok still. I'll be dropping a lot more of those lately. Along with some other voice work I'm doing over there. So go show some love.
I appreciate you, Chris. And I love that movement that you're building over there, man. Always turn a negative into a positive. Hellspawn, talk to him.
Well, I am currently lined up for the month of July is really busy between
San Diego Comic-Con, bitch.
Between San Diego Comic-Con, I'm going as press. I got Go Ranger Station. I got BlurredCon. I got Black Label Comic-Con. Right now, Rhode Island Comic-Con is working on something. Fayetteville Comic-Con is working on something. And I'm hearing rumblings about something else, maybe DreamCon. I'm not sure, but yeah, I as a cosplayer, I am supremely busy, and I'm still waiting on Mattel to let me know what they want to do as far as working with my team and the He-Man PSAs that we've created. They are, as far as the script is concerned, we got to tweak it a little bit. Some people don't like how aggressive I am when I'm talking about the police. I'm not saying fuck the police, but I'm saying be aware. Fuck the police. So there's that. As far as the link tree, Hellspawn is the link for it. Instagram, TikTok. June 18th. is Juneteenth, and we are having our second annual. We're having a second annual Juneteenth photo shoot event, but this time it's labeled as the Afrofuturism Black as Fuck photo event. So if you are contemplating coming, I need you to go ahead and join so I can get your name and get your email. Everyone else is already on the list that's going to participate. Make sure your email is attached to the form, because I'm going to be sending out emails starting this weekend, and we're going to start talking about what you're wearing, because we have green screens and we have blue screens and we have options to just do portraits. So I need to know who you are, what you want to do, and how you want to do it, so that I can accommodate you as best as possible. All right. It's not about just my vision. It's about everyone's vision to look as gorgeous as Black people can look. All right. So I'm good. It's damn near midnight, and I gotta get up in 4 hours.
Child, that's why I was like, let me wrap this shit up. Love, could you please be so kind? Let everybody know where they can follow and support you.
Y'all can follow me at Goddess of the Odd, GAWDESS of the Odd, as you see down below.
Golly.
Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Go and follow, baby. I've been posting pictures of my Black Day look. I made a headpiece because I'm a crafty hobbit now, bitch. I've been armed with a hot glue gun and determination.
Gang.
That's how it starts.
So make sure you take a look at HNIC and Black Day Official on May the 14th, because baby, there's so much content, sexy, magical, and otherwise, that you do not want to miss out on. So
let me add to that, Kurt. Something that On Key Cosplay had mentioned a while back, and I don't know if you've seen my post, but I said not only am I celebrating Black Day by sharing and showcasing all the POC cosplayers, I'm doing it for the entire fucking month. So if you got on
Black Day, well,
shoot them over
Black
to me. I'll show you. I'm showing all the love as I normally do. I don't like seeing that shit that happens. So
that's right. Ain't no Fade Day, it's Fade Month. Gang. Teffy wanted to take us home.
And Mermaid.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, and Mermaid. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Make sure y'all go to headnerdsincharge.com, sign up for our email list, buy tickets to the blackest event of the year, which is our Juneteenth HNIC Con. As Demetrius said, we're having our Black AF Afrofuturism photo shoot there. You guys are not gonna want to miss this. This is a total content creator type supported event. So we bringing y'all all sorts of shit. Like we want to be the change that we want to see in the world. So y'all saying that you don't know where to find these Black content creators at, come to fucking HNIC Con, because they're gonna be all up and through that thing. And while you're on our website, visit our merch section. You can get our t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, drawers, bags, socks, blankets, stickers. You want it, we got it. We even got sneakers now, y'all. Father's Day coming up. Get your nerdy dad some HNIC gear, baby. While you're also there, click the link for our Patreon, www.patreon.com/headnerdsincharge. We have all sorts of extra dope ass content going up there. There's titties, there's jokes, there's something for everybody. Head Nerds in Charge, Patreon. If you would like to follow me over on my I hate you. Yes. If you want to see my titties be tittying, follow me over on my Instagram. I finally got my fucking Twitch to work, Twitch, and my TikTok. I'm at Teffy Wonder there. If you want to follow me on my Facebook, I'm Teffy Wonder the Mocha Mermaid. I appreciate the love and the interest, but by God, please don't send me any more friend requests to my personal Facebook. That is my purse. I do not know you.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know.
This shit makes no fucking sense, yo.
It's meant to be non-sequester.
June
Absolutely.
17th and 18th is gonna be a burner, bro. I already know it.
Listen, that's the way it's supposed to fucking be, man. Wild out as best as possible. Listen, big shout out to all the pioneer Negroes out there doing the damn thing, innovating spaces and creating new ways for content creators of color to get into the mainstream. It's a difficult process, but one of the reasons why HNIC Con was created was to be a vehicle to help you creatives. As creators, we understand how difficult this shit can be. It is not a road that the weak can travel. Not if you want to be successful. And the message is too important for you to give up. So, Head Nerds in Charge's mission is to do the best we can to give you resources to get to the next level in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We got a lot of things coming down the pike, a lot of big announcements. But for right now, we'll see you next Wednesday, 8:30-ish, as always. Late as fuck, but always on time. We appreciate you sticking around and listening to a bunch of rusty niggas argue about shit that ain't gonna get us no money. And oh, you just gonna put this shit up here, huh? I thought you was about to put another argument. I'm about to be like, God damn, Steph. I was gonna end on a good note. Let's go home. I got a fucking flight in 3 hours. Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. We get ready to get out there. Black Fae Day coming up this weekend. All my folks in Atlanta, y'all already know. Time to turn up and show all your whimsical fantasy shit. And for the ladies, they're going to be doing an event on the 14th. They're going to have more information coming out. So come out and see the HNIC fairies. Oh, I don't know if that sounded right, but y'all get to.
Hey,
I mean, hella gay, so you know.
I'm also, but Faye.
Well,
Gay
whatever,
Faye.
They fairies to me. Anywho, come and see the ladies right here in the city, and I will see y'all next week as always. Thank you for the love and support, and good night.